What's good? What's good? What's happening? What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on the Thursday, man? Welcome. Morning. He had a bad dream. I hate bad dreams. Best part about bad dreams are, though, they're just dreams. So you need the hat, yeah. This is my new favorite hat. If you guys can't tell. Really into truckers. I got too much hair to wear the other hat, so I've just been wearing truckers lately. My hair is wild. It's a lot of hair. Oh, I didn't have a dream, or I didn't have a bad dream. I don't know. Somebody said that they had a bad dream though. Appreciate it. What's good? Man. Yeah, man. Let's get into it. Thanks, Annie. Yeah. Braid it down. I am eventually, but not right now. I got a little while longer. I probably got a couple more months before I weird braid. Mm-hmm. Blizzard. Yeah. We blocking them. What's good with you?
What's going on this morning, man?
Chilling, brother. There we go. I'm chilling.
I came on. I want to discuss the male loneliness epidemic going on in this country right now.
Uh-huh.
I am part of that statistic.
Okay.
I haven't dated in a couple years. The women, these modern women are very hard to date.
Mm-hmm.
Their values, their beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard for a man to date a woman these days. What is the solution?
Well, okay. Before I give you what the solution is tailored to each individual. So I need a little bit more information. So what are your views about women overall? Because the language you just used to describe these women sounds, it doesn't. If I were a woman, I would be turned off by the way you were speaking about me as a woman. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
if you like, I would start there. Have you ever thought that the issue isn't the modern woman, but it's you?
It could be. It possibly could be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm trying to stay humble.
Yeah.
Through this right now, because I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect man.
Yeah, that's not.
So maybe it is me.
Yeah.
But there are issues going on.
Mm-hmm.
In the dating right now, and it seems like no women want to settle down.
Mm-hmm.
They have.
Why do you think that is?
It's because they're on social media and they have 6 or 7 different men in their messages.
Yeah.
They're liking other men's pictures. They're messaging them, and they don't want to be traditional wives anymore. They want to be these independent modern women.
What is a traditional? What is a traditional wife? What is a traditional wife in your mind?
I want a wife that will, take care of the house, cook, clean for me.
Yeah.
Get my laundry ready for work the next day.
Yeah.
Rub my back, rub my feet when I get home.
Mm-hmm.
Cook me a nice hot meal. Just the.
Yeah. Typical traditional slavery. So why do you think a woman wouldn't want to sign up to be your wife's slave?
Well, I'm sure there are women out there for me.
I know, but I'm saying, think about it though. What about you? What about what you just said sounds appealing to any woman? To wait on a man who doesn't even like her. You don't even like women. So you expect the woman to sign up for that, to wait on you hand and foot. Right. And you want, like, I'm being like, just being real. You clearly don't like women. And you think that, but you think for some, I'm Dominic. I promise you, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't really do you know what I'm saying? I don't pussyfoot around. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna tell you, if you're not here to troll, right? Like, honestly, and I don't think you are. You do not sound like a troll. That's what I'm saying. You don't sound like a troll. So if you're not here to troll and you actually want to get a handle, at least a start on what's going on, I promise you, I am 1,000% giving you the best information I have to offer you right now. I'm no bullshit. You don't like women. First and foremost, start there. You got to start unpacking that. Why do you not like women? Right? And it ain't because of them. It's because of you. So unpack why you don't like women. Right? Go back to your mom, your dad, whatever. I don't care where. As far back as you got to go. Unpack that. Right? But then fast forward to now. Why would a woman in 2024, who you're saying they got all these options, you blaming social media, I think you're minimizing what's really going on. It's the options are, they have the option to remain single and not be a wife slave and get abused, right? So fuck the other men. You think it's other men that are distracting them. It's not. You're competing with their happiness, right? So how are you going to make them happy? You want a wife, with the expectation that she is going to make you happy, as opposed to you having the expectation that you are going to make your wife happy. And then you're wondering, why doesn't a woman want to sign up for that? Right? Now, you mentioned the word traditional. So if you go back far enough, women were forced to sign up for that because birth control wasn't an option. So men were, and back then, the societal pressures and the legal pressures for women to get married to a man once she got pregnant, right? But around 1960, women got access to birth control. Women could go to college. Women can make money. So it's just more of that. Women they have more autonomy now, and the way that you're presenting this is either sign up for servitude, imprisonment, and enslavement, or remain single, happy, and free. And you really don't understand why women are signing up for that. And lastly, can I ask you a question? Just because you said traditional wife and you want a woman to take care of you, how much money do you make, and what state do you live in?
I make $80,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. And what state do you live in?
I live in New Jersey.
Okay. Do you think so? Think about it like this: two $40,000 incomes. Let's say you and your wife work two $40,000 incomes. Do you think you make enough money to have a traditional wife? $80,000 a year? You think that's enough money to provide for a wife and kids?
I think we can get by.
I know, but what woman wants to sign up to be a wife slave and just get by? At the very least, you got to promise her. You got to promise her a good life, a comfortable life, not a getting by life. Economically speaking, at the very least, you have these demands for a woman to be your wife slave. Whatever, right? I think that's terrible, but whatever, right? At least not be at least not be, I won't say broke because I don't think you're broke individually, but if you get a wife, you will be broke. And kids, a wife and kids, your family will undoubtedly be broke. Why would any woman sign up to live in squalor with you? Like, and what makes you such a good person? Like, what a person that doesn't, once again, taking it back to the beginning, a man that doesn't even like women. So what are you going to do for her? You ain't going to make her come enough. You ain't going to make her laugh enough. You ain't going to rub her back enough. You're not going to listen to her. You're not going to pay attention to her enough. Like, why would any woman sign up for that? Like that, like seriously, like you think about that for a second. You really think that makes sense? You really think that is a a sale that you can actually, like a pitch you can make to women. And you're wondering, like, I wonder why all these women I just can't seem to get a woman. It's you.
So what should I work on myself?
Yes.
What should I do?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Work on yourself. Yes. Yeah. Yes. The easy short answer. I told you, unpack your misogyny, therapy. If you don't want to go to therapy, you can read about it. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways. People always say therapy. I don't just throw therapy out there because I know a lot of people don't know how to find a therapist. You know, therapy is difficult. Don't get me wrong. It's difficult to find one. It's difficult to find one. It's difficult to find the time. You're a working class man. You're a hardworking man. I get it. But you can do other things though, right? You could think about stuff. You could really deeply think about stuff. Think critically about what's going on. You can teach yourself how to think critically, which would help. And you can read on tactics. You can read about tactics on how to unpack past traumas and whatever, right? Because the source of your misogyny is probably rooted in some trauma at some point in time in your life, right? So you need to identify that so you can unpack it so that you can become a whole, healthy human being. And I promise you, Dominic, I swear on everything. I promise you this. This day and age for dating for men is by far the easiest time to date. How old are you? I'm 42. Are you how old are you?
49.
49. So you're a Gen Xer. Okay. You mean to tell me
29.
Oh, 29. Damn. Okay. All right. So you're a Gen Z. Okay. Because I was gonna say, okay, when I was in my early 20s and dating, it was easy for me personally, but it was harder though in general because A, we didn't have internet, which makes it easier for you, and B, the competition was more stiff in this regard because the women's standards were so much lower 20 years ago, right? The women were not sharing these stories with one another on social media yet and all of this stuff. So the standards that they had for men were exceptionally low. They were really, really, really low, right? So it was really easy. It was a lot of women out there dating. Like it was a lot of women out there dating. They did, you know what I mean? Like, but it was a lot. So it was a lot of men that had access to these women. You dig what I'm saying? Like it isn't like it is now. It's a good thing that women are more guarded because there is a whole group of women that all you have to do to access them is be a healthy human being. That's all you have to do. Is just be a healthy human being. And you have access to way more women than you would have had 20 years ago. Way less competition. There's literally no competition for you if you are a healthy, healed human being on the dating market as a man. There's no, a woman won't meet another man like you for another 1,000 miles. Like it's you, then it's another dude like you 1,000 miles away. Then there's another dude like you 500 miles away. Like that's how you have to think about it. Whereas when we were young, or when I was younger, it was like any dude would do. So it was stiff competition because they were dating. It was like anybody they were dating everybody. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all of these women on this like, nah, I'm good. I can identify what the problem is. I see the misogyny. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like the women when I was in my early, they were not having those conversations. They weren't right now. They are because of social media, which is a good thing for them. It protects them. But as a man, it's like, and I'm not saying to do any of this to get a woman, right? I think you should do this for yourself to make yourself happier and healthier. You should figure out how to be content and happy on your own. And then the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like the women will find you. Like if you're happy and content on your own, the women you will be at the coffee shop and she'll be like, hey, I like your smile. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll actually approach you. I get like, you'll have way more positive interactions with women organically, right? As opposed to when you're all surly and mad at the world and thinking that the women is the fault or the women is to blame and you hate them and they can feel that. You think they can't sense that, right? You think you can mask, you think you can hide that from them, but you can't. They smell it on you. It's seething off, like seething out of you. You come around and they like, this motherfucker hates me. There's something about it, right? You use words like traditional, wife with a woman, red flag, stuff like that. And I don't want to tell you, honestly, I don't want to tell you too much stuff because it's very easy for me to say this stuff and for you guys to weaponize it and use it to manipulate women. So I got to be very careful in what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell you all the red flags that I think women are like clocking in men, I almost guarantee you most men would just take the shortcut and be like, okay, just avoid saying these key phrases moving forward. But yeah, one of them would be a traditional wife, right? Like, don't, like, you know, but most importantly, stop looking for a traditional wife. Look for you, like, just be healthy and happy yourself. And don't worry about chasing a woman. That's where I would start personally.
Well, I appreciate the advice and the feedback.
Yeah, brother. I've been married for 13 years or so. You know, I've been married for 13 years. I've been with my wife for 17 years. I dated a lot of women before I met her or whatever. Not a brag. I'm just being honest. I dated a lot of women before I met her. And, but I've been with her ever since. And these are things that I learned while in my relationship with my wife. So the things that, the things that it takes for me to show up for my wife in my current relationship are the same qualities that I think most women are looking for from the very beginning. Like if I would, you know how people say, like, if you can go back and talk to yourself 20 years ago, what would you say? I would say the exact things that I'm telling you right now so that I didn't have to go through and put my wife through and put all these other women that I had contact with through all of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have just been a healthy, healed person when I met them. Right. And I wouldn't have had to have like grown on the job. I wouldn't have to have figured it out on the job. Right. I could have done it, like trained, got my, got my education and then showed up for the woman the whole entire time.
Yeah, that's
also change your profile pic. That shit's hideous.
Is that throwing women off? Is my eagle?
An eagle with an American flag is what woman wants to date a right-wing man?
Of course. Are you crazy? So Dominic, that eagle and that American flag means that you're a proud American. But never let anyone change you, brother.
Yeah, and I'm not saying. I'm saying that. What I'm saying is being a proud American to me is a problem in and of itself. Like a proud American, that's an oxymoron.
You live in America, public offender?
Yeah, I live in America. Hold on, Leo, but you don't stop.
Why are you criticizing the country?
Yeah, because I can. Yeah, but I would say, and most people that understand these things get it. Leo, you're gonna get dropped. You're gonna get dropped. Don't start. Yeah, I think most, it's a political stance pretty much. I know you may not see it like that, but I do. I don't trust people that have American flags on their cars, and you know what I'm saying? Like if you have like any American paraphernalia, like I don't fuck with you. Like I think that's like a red flag, because it's like, why are you, so you're proud of like imperialism? You're proud of, like, I'm just telling you how most people think about it. You could argue with it and say, well, that's not what it is, and then fine, I don't care. I'm just telling you what
I was hoping my profile picture would reel in a traditional woman.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. She sees my illegal that traditional woman would
You want to rope in a traditional woman? Double your income.
Double to what? 160 a year?
Yeah, double your income. You can rope in a traditional woman. You don't need no bald eagles or nothing. You can have your bald head up there. Picture you with your bald head. You don't need no eagles, no American flags. You can do it. It can happen for you.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate it. I'm gonna drop down.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, Dominic. Good luck, man. Old school, what's good with you?
Man, everything you just said. I mean, I'm in my 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you just said is what I did. I've done that.
You did that?
I had to heal first, see the therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Isolation, solitude.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get in that world. Male loneliness isn't a problem. It's a solution.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, see, that's the truth. What the problem is, everything you just said to him, the male, is scared of isolation and solitude.
Yeah.
He's scared of healing.
Yep.
He's scared to even get a therapist. And therapists are not hard to find. They may be hard to find today, but they not hard. They wasn't hard to find when I was stepping through the door.
Yeah.
And even right now, we're in some cities, some states, I can only speak for the city and state that I live in. With therapists, this is because Colorado is one of the biggest mental health states. We big on mental health here.
Yeah,
so
they
I
are.
had to, and I've been married for 10 years and been with my wife 16 years.
Nice.
Successful.
Nice.
We have 2 places. We have 2 cribs. I'll be signing the lease to the second crib in a couple of weeks. The paperwork is already done.
Nice.
But I had to heal first. I had to get in some isolation. I had to get to solitude. And somebody in the comments said he's wrong. I had to go in there and say he's correct. I had to get to isolation. I had to get to solitude. I had to accept loneliness. And then I had to acknowledge first that there was a problem.
Yeah.
I had to give myself a makeover.
Yep.
I had to go see that therapist. I seen him for 15 years, the same therapist.
Nice.
Completed the process. He went into retirement. I ended up helping him with his problems. And he lost his wife and his kids. God bless him. You know, there's a lot of things sometimes the people that's helping you don't even have that you have. That's just how the ball bounced. That's just how life is. And like I say, I'm in my 50s. I heard him say he was in his 20s and you say you was in your 40s.
Yep.
And I hang out with 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100.
Jeez.
Because they can tell 50-something. I'm also walking into juvenile facilities now and walking kids out of their cells. See, once you get this education, you get this knowledge, this wisdom. See, I heard you also say that you wasn't a therapist, but you got therapy skill. See, you don't have to go to school or go to college to get this, and have a certificate. You got it. Period. Because everything you said is the application that I had to apply to. Everything you just said. And then he made it clear to everybody that he's not a therapist. But let me tell y'all something. Speaking from experience, this man got therapy skills. He got some damn good therapy skills because everything he did is the exact application I had to apply to.
I believe it.
Loneliness, solitude. I had to get some help. I had to do self-help. I had to get over the childhood trauma.
Yep. That's where it comes from.
I don't want to talk too much.
No, you
because you done already said everything that really needs to be said. And I've already gotten my help. So what I'm going to do is, and I just want to say this before I drop and tap that screen and share the live. Y'all better listen to what brother's saying. That's all I can tell you. There's really nothing else left for me to say. Because me, I've been there, done that. Brother done been there and done that too. It's y'all turn now. It's a new case of mental health cases on the rise. Drop me a hole so I can tap the
you good, brother.
And I just gave you a follow.
I appreciate you, brother. Thanks, man. I love that. I brought up fellowship with Surge. Is that TK in your profile or is that you? Who is that? That's TK?
Who's TK?
Or TK, I mean, that dude who unalived. Never mind. It looked like him. I was trying to see. I thought it was like never mind.
Oh, no, that's me.
That's you. Okay, my fault. I was like, damn, I said that boy got TK in that boy got TK in his profile. Okay. So it's good, man. I seen you was agreeing a lot. You and Leo, y'all seem like y'all got a lot in common. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 34.
34 years old. Okay. So you old enough. You married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Awesome. Congratulations, by the way. So what's the disagreement? What do you disagree with?
I didn't catch all of Dominic and what he was saying. But I know he was traditional, and I found my wife on those values as well. And I held true to him. I presented like that early on. I mean, first date. I have a very blunt way of getting things across, and she rocked with it. And it did seem a little for her like, wait, hold on a second. Just say it herself that it was a little bit like, because first date I was, I pretty much laid out the plan and the direction that I'm going and gave her the choice to, decide to follow it or not. And she did. And
what makes her traditional?
We believe that traditional is that the woman doesn't go out and work in the fields and stuff like that. She, she stays home, she raises kids. She just lifts the other end.
What state do you live in?
I live in Texas.
Texas. How much money do you make?
I would say it's changing every single month.
Every month. Well, how much have you made this year? We're in December.
I would say this year it was probably around 92.
So $92,000 in Texas. And what city do you live in?
No, that's take home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't get with my wife for money. She would have been with me if I made 20. You know, she didn't get me with me because I was.
Why would you? But why would you subject a woman to being with a man that can't provide for her when you want her to do traditional things? Traditional men provided for their women financially.
So we believe that true providership is not based on how much money you have, but doing the things like providing a roof, feeding your woman, and providing her with clothing. It may not be
wait. What's the difference? All those things take finances, brother.
Right. So example, you can put a roof over your head making $20K.
I know, but what type of roof are you putting over your head, and in what neighborhood is that roof in, and what are the schools like for your kids, and are there stores around? Like, there's so many things that go into that. So I'm just saying that in 2024, when men talk traditionalism, but they don't make the money to afford that lifestyle, that to me off the rip is a red flag. Like, you want your wife to be traditional. You want her to be a traditional wife slave, but you don't want to be a traditional provider, right?
Yeah. So a traditional provider would be one that provides a roof, and I think that like you guys
says who?
Like where.
Who? Why?
Says who?
Yeah. I'm saying so you have to think. So back in the day, when women were forced to be in relationships with men for financial security and protections, the men were able to provide, like, home ownership was common, right? Like a lot of people owned homes, even black people. A lot of black people own homes. Homes are easier to buy. Transportation, they had a car. Just things of that nature, right? Just whatever, living, groceries cost less, all these things, right? So to provide a similar lifestyle to the one that, like, our grandfather or my grandfather provided for my grandmother up until he left her for a woman, abandoned his family for another woman. You would have to make a significant amount of money, depending on what state you're in. I mean, in all honesty, to me, to really call yourself a provider, especially, I mean, in America, I think you got to be clocking 250 racks a year. Like, like financially, like anything less than that, y'all gonna have to sacrifice. Like, I was in a live earlier today, and these people they were talking about like having a discussion with your wife about like saving up to buy a house, right? And then they were like, the dudes were like, yeah, what if, like she want to go get her hair done, and I'm like, we need to save that money to buy a home. And my response to that is if your wife can't afford to do the things that she can do on her own, right? If she were single, if you can't support that lifestyle for her while saving up, while doing all the things you guys need to do for each other, do to buy a home, then you don't need to be providing for. Like, you don't deserve to have a traditional wife, right?
I disagree, because the man is not manhood is not depicted off of how much money he has. Because a guy with 30K can do right by the woman, and he can be, number one, being a provider is not your money. That's not the first thing that comes along. I believe that you provide first, a certain character. And I think that that's the reason why I said originally that my wife would have been with me if I made significantly less, because of the character I provide for her.
But brother, the reason why there is a flaw in your logic, because when I asked you what was a traditional wife to you, the things you described were all rooted in economics for the most part. You started with economics. When I asked you what's a traditional wife, you started with economics. But then when I ask you about what a traditional husband or a traditional man is, you go, oh, well, for the man, it ain't really about money. What? And also, and let me ask you this. Do you believe in the saying that women are born with their value, but men have to earn his?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Hmm.
Absolutely not. No, I think men and women are born with the same value. I think that logic is rooted in envy. Women envy. I think when men say that, they envy the position of the woman, but they don't really see their position as the man. And true providership, and based off of what I saw from Dominic, is when we talk and have these discussions, we should be able to agree and disagree and be cordial and not be angry. Men that are providers, we shouldn't be angry men. We shouldn't be controlling, overbearing, and stuff like that. None of those things. I'm not like that with my wife, and it doesn't seem like he would be like that if he had a wife. So
based on what? Based on what? Why do you think that? Every man that uses terms like traditional to me sound like abusers. The whole dynamic of a traditional man and a traditional woman is rooted in the concept of abuse, the abuse of a woman. At the root of it, that's what it is. So I don't know what you're talking about.
What it sounds like and what it is, I think, are two totally different.
Well, I'm saying what it actually is. Like, yeah, let's talk about what it actually is. It actually it is rooted in the abuse of women. That's what that's where it came from. Traditionalism comes from, when in this aspect, is literally the root of it is the oppression of women in the home. That is what it is. So I don't know what you're talking about when you say, well, I don't hear that if he had a traditional wife, he wouldn't abuse her. Literally, traditionalism is abuse. Even in this country, remove women, remove your wife from it. When white tea Americans say they want to go back 50 years, is that not oppressive for black people?
Not to me.
What do you mean, not to you?
Not to me. I think that time. I think they're talking about the 60s, right?
I'm saying, at what point in time are black people less oppressed now than we were 60 years ago, or more oppressed now than we were 60 years ago?
More oppressed now.
We're more oppressed now. Based on what logic?
Based on that we are more confused about who we are and where we're going.
Okay. Do you know what oppression is? Because that's not oppression. So I'm saying, let me ask you again. Are we more oppressed now? Are there more barriers for us now? Right? Societally and economically and or legally. Are there more barriers for us now or less barriers for us now than there were 60 years ago?
I think there's more barriers based off the mental mindset of
hold on.
Black American.
But I know, but hold on.
Uh-huh.
Let's not play semantics, because that is an assumption. I don't want to go with assumptions. So,
but I'm not.
You are, because you're assuming black people are more mentally whatever. That's your assumption.
Because they believe in things like racism, oppression.
Oh, you don't believe in those things?
Oh. No, I don't, because I believe that this country is a beautiful country and we have more opportunities than anybody else. And I think that we're so rooted in the anger that we can't see that it's free for everybody to do as they please. That's what I think. But I think they're oppressing themselves. They're putting themselves in a mental or even spiritual prison. They're imprisoning themselves.
No, yeah, that's crazy. But that's not odd, because most black men who are abusive to women also are anti-black. And so those two things they both align. Like black men who believe in the abuse of women and they champion the abuse of women, they are typically, almost every single time, they're also anti-black. And that your statements about black people, being lost and it's better for us comparatively, which still doesn't mean that we're not oppressed. Saying that we have it better than a group of black people in Brazil, right? Or black people that are in Brazil doesn't mean we're not oppressed. We can have it better than the people in Brazil as black people, but we still can be oppressed simultaneously, which that's what I was asking you about.
That's true.
Right?
We could be. And I think we are, but I think you were alluding to, like, in America, like, are we able to own property and stuff like that? And you're right. You're totally right. We can. Things are better systematically as far as for Black Americans, but
so it's better now in 2024.
Yeah.
Okay. So systemically. So if a white T person says "Make America Great Again" and they want to take us back, does that not mean that they want to take us back to a time when black people were more oppressed?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Oh, we were almost there, brother. We were so close.
I get the the state of mind that like you're coming from. I don't have to agree with it, but I get it.
Well, you don't. I don't think you get it though, because I'm saying, I just want you to know, you're not being logical. Your logic doesn't make sense now. If you can acknowledge that we're more free now, and we were less free back then, and I'm saying, if a white T person says "Make America Great Again," and when you ask them what period do you want to go back to, and in that period of time, black people were more oppressed, then do you not think that they want to go back to a time when black people were more oppressed? I'm not understanding. Like, obviously, yes, that's the answer. If the time that they want to go back to is a time when black people were more oppressed, that is the obvious answer. It's not even, I don't understand. Like, where's the disconnect?
I guess for me, if I could pick I obviously love and appreciate the time that I'm in, but I like the mindset of the 1920s more so than I like the mindset of men in 2025 to be.
What was the mindset of the men in 1920? Why that decade specifically?
Because I think that was a time to get into my talking about the BLK side, which I don't do too often, but I think that was a time where they were more aware of who they are and where they were going, and more independent, more creative, and more willing to do for themselves, more willing to raise their own children, like my wife is going to when we have the babies and stuff, instead of thinking about all this money and having all this money so we can buy more things. Money only requires more products, and we don't need products when we dead unalived on the inside. And I think personally, that.
But your babies need health insurance, and your babies need resources so they could perform well in school, and your babies need to go to college. And
they don't need to go to college or none of that. I believe that it's not those things, but it's who you are and what you build within that gives people the best outcomes somehow. And I know that I'm speaking from a very rare, granted, I understand that
it's not rare. What you're saying isn't rare. It's very common amongst black men
to raise your own children and not send them to school.
Yeah, this is the very anti-intellectualism is very common amongst black men. Very common amongst men in general, not just black men. Leo is an anti-intellectual.
Oh, I don't think systematic education is a marker for how successful you're going to be. I think that
of course it is. Of course it is.
Okay.
It's not a question. Like you say stuff as if there's not studies done on this. It is. People who go to college make more money than people who don't. I'm just putting it plain and simple. People who go to college live longer than people who don't go to college. People who go to college are more satisfied than people who don't. Like, you just keep going down the line. What are you talking about? All these things have been studied, and you're saying I don't believe it. I mean, it makes sense because you've never studied any of this stuff, right? Anti-intellectualism will make you rely on your own thoughts and your own information when you have a lack of it. Like, so you have a lack of information and a lack of education, and you are relying on it. And so you say stuff that is rooted in untruths. It doesn't make any sense. It's stuff that is categorically already proven. And you're like, I don't think that going to college gives you has anything to do with your level of success in life. It does. It absolutely does.
Yeah, I think if you work on a skill, back in the day, men used to believe that if you develop a skill, that'll get you very, very far. And I think that's what.
Why did black men do that so much back in the day? Why do you think that is?
It's kind of hard to,
no, it's not.
Into this.
No, it's not. Yeah. Fairly easy.
Why did black men do that back in the day? I don't know.
Because they had no other option.
Oh.
They couldn't go get an education. They couldn't, they literally, you either learn how to do something, you learn how to fix something, you learn to trade, or you fucking unalived from starvation, or you robbed people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in 2024, more options. So you don't have to do that now, right? Even though black men are still choosing not to go to college. That's whatever. But
yeah, I believe that they can develop. I think that the school system has proven to have a systematic pipeline to
money.
to keep people down. And I mean all people, by the way, because I don't have hate in my heart, but I believe people that just talk about BLK people are very hateful. And I think it's important to mention all people when you have love.
But the most liberal people, the most progressive people are educated people, sir. Like the people you're saying that have the people who have the most hate in their heart for black people are the least educated people in this country. The people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. The people that have the most hate are systematically educated people, right?
No, nope. I don't know how you heard that from what I said. The opposite.
Okay.
The people who are the least educated are the most dangerous. And I'm talking about interpersonally, because I'm not talking about people in, suits. We know that they're evil on a different level, right? But I'm saying on a day-to-day that your biggest threat is going to be an undereducated, uneducated person, right? The people who are educated, they're not your threats. They're not a threat to you, typically speaking. They're not. Educated people know how to communicate better. They think problems through better. They have better problem solving skills, so on and so forth. Under and uneducated people typically don't. It's harder for them.
Educated people tend to be more egotistical. They tend to be.
That's an assumption. Again, don't make assumptions. Please try not to. You don't have to make that assumption. That's just an assumption.
It's not an assumption because they have the need to be right.
But sir, that is an assumption. You right now, out of us two, right? In this particular discussion, I'm not talking about in life, but for this particular discussion, I am clearly more educated than you are, but you will not accept what I'm saying as an actual fact. So you are proving that you are actually being like, you are a hypocrite. It is actually undereducated people that will never, ever, ever listen and never, ever, ever learn. Educated people know that they don't know everything. Educated people go, they might go, I don't believe that. Then they'll go look it up for themselves because they know how to vet information, i.e. think critically. They know how to vet information, know how to find information. They know how to source information. They get the information and then they allow that information to change their perspective and their worldview. Whereas undereducated people won't. They won't ever do the digging on their own. You know what I'm saying? Like they never listen. Their ears are closed. Their minds are closed. And that's how they stay in the position that they are, that they are in. That's what I'm saying. Like it is actually the opposite. It's the poor, under and uneducated people that don't listen. Typically.
And I'll give you that you are more systematically educated by far.
Systemically.
99.9% of people are more educated from a paperwork perspective, but that is not a marker for what you need to be doing as a man. You can be an educated. I just want to say this 2 more seconds.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
You can be an educated man and still not do right by manhood and by women. So it doesn't matter how much education or money that you have when you're unwilling to do the right thing.
How do you live your life? Do you live your life? Leo, you can go right after this. I got one more question for you. When you live your life, when you make decisions in your life, I'm talking about life-altering decisions, right? Like getting married, like having kids, like driving, like whatever, you know what I mean? Things that present a certain level of danger and they have, potentially have certain repercussions to them. Do you think, what are the odds that this thing is going to hurt me or, you know what I mean? Or help me or whatever? Do you actually weigh out like pros and cons before you make decisions?
I would say, yeah, for sure. I do.
Okay. So if you weigh out pros and cons when you make decisions, right?
Yeah.
What do you call that? Like if you're living your life and because the way you're talking, you speak about these things like you could still overcome all of these hardships, right? Which I'm not denying that you can't overcome being uneducated. I'm not saying that. You could overcome being uneducated one day. I'm not saying you. I'm saying an uneducated person. Let's say your children, because you're not pushing them to go to college. So they are going to be uneducated or undereducated. I guarantee you, right? They're not like my son is going to go to college. He's not going to be undereducated. He's going to be well educated in every way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever way you can think of education, he will be educated in that way, right? He's not only going to be educated through, books or, whatever, school or whatever. He's going to be educated in other ways as well. But definitely he's going to have a formal education, right? Your child will not. And I'm telling you that the outcomes for those two humans are going to be vastly different, right? The odds that your child does better than you, not so high. The odds that my child does better than me, really high. The odds that my child does as well as me, extremely high. At least as well as me, extremely high. The odds your child does as well as you, not that high. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You make over 6 figures right now. You're telling me you make over 6 figures right now in Texas, which is like in my state. If you make, I don't know, you said you took home 92, so you probably made like what 140. So you made like 140 grand, 150 grand this year.
Without trying.
Well, you had to try it.
I don't work at all. Like I barely work.
What are you talking about?
I may work a total of an hour or two. I barely work.
Doing what?
I happen to just be
no, be specific. What do you do?
I'm a part of a YouTube channel that's pushing 15 million views. I'm a part of a software. I bumped into a guy walking one of my businesses is with pets. I came across a guy, Russian guy, who had a software and he wanted me to do a little marketing in that. And those things just kind of run itself. So you want your baby. I don't have a high school diploma. I don't have a college education.
Yeah, me either.
And I don't want him to have those things because
don't want him to. Are you like jealous or something? Like you don't want him to do better than you?
So I want him to do better me in the departments that really matter, and I don't think those departments matter.
You know what's crazy? You and me have similar lives. Here, this is another interesting thing, right? So you and me, we have similar lives. Right. Like I don't have a formal education. I went to college, but I didn't graduate. I dropped out of high school. I got my GED, but I went to college. You know what I'm saying? I went to school for like 2 years, but, okay. And you said you're a part of a YouTube channel and all this stuff. And I feel you. Cause I'm like that too. I feel like I've lived a charmed life, right? In so many ways. I feel like I've lived a charmed life and I've gotten lucky in so many ways. Right. In so many ways. But when I look around, like when I look at my friends and I look at my family and I look at where I came from, I'm probably outside. There are people in my high school that did better, but I like in my neighborhood, in the neighborhood that I grew up in, I'm not even playing. I am the most successful person from the neighborhood that I grew up in. Like in my projects that I grew up in, I can't think of somebody that's more successful than I am right now.
What are you basing the success off of?
Whatever. I mean, what totality, money, health, like what are we talking about? My marriage, kids, like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. So when you was talking, I was analyzing like you were saying, like, I want my son to do better than me. And I was just thinking to myself, like, what does he mean by he wants his son to do better than him? He wants him
in every way. Therese, she couldn't take it no more, man. We did it, Joe. Hey, what's up, man? Go ahead, Leo. That was wicked.
You just took him out like that.
Yeah, somebody paid to drop him. I didn't drop him. I mean, I completed the task, but I didn't pay to drop. I didn't.
Yeah, wait, somebody can pay you for drop?
Yeah, it's right there. See, $50 a drop. That's my cash app. And you can pay $100. You want to bring him back up? You pay $100. He can come back up.
It's 50 to drop now.
It's always been.
Jesus, some people have money now. All right. So, in reference to like one single point that he made. Mm-hmm. You don't need a college degree to become successful, and you are.
I didn't say you did.
Right.
I didn't say you needed a college degree to become successful.
A woman's studies degree, right? For what?
Why would you?
Like if you're here,
Why would you spend $100,000? It doesn't even cost $100,000 to go to school.
50% of what diplomas are psychology degrees. You think they're more intelligent than a person like you?
Yeah.
Or someone else? Why would he say that?
I don't know about intelligent, but are they more educated than a person like me? Yeah, absolutely. My wife is more educated than I am. No, with no doubt about it. She's more educated than I am.
Internet. No, you can get educated from online.
Oh, I do.
Courses,
I am,
right?
but it's not the same. You can, but it's not the same.
Of course, ChatGPT AI can answer any question you have.
No, it can't really. I don't know if you ever use ChatGPT. My wife loves ChatGPT. I use it often too. It can't answer every question you like. No, I don't think you know what it is.
99% of all questions. I work in AI.
Okay.
Of course I know.
Then why would you say that? If you work in AI, you would know that it doesn't. If you truly work in AI, then you would know that it actually doesn't answer any question you ask it, right? You know that.
What are you talking about? It outperforms any. Like if you go and take an entrance exam for any college, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will score 99.99% of any entrant, even if it's a written exam. You cannot compete with AI.
You know what? You know what? Here's the thing about AI. Here's the thing about AI. It's all about how you ask the question, right?
That's the prompt.
The prompt. Right? The prompt is the key. Now, who do you think would be able to get the most accurate answer, right? You got two people. You got a person that lacks an education, meaning they don't know how to communicate that well, right? Written or verbally. They don't know how to communicate that well. Or you have an educated person that knows how to communicate exceptionally, written or verbal. Who do you think would get the best results from ChatGPT?
The results are going to be the same. The way you utilize it is different.
Hold on. Wait. What are you talking about?
The results are not going to be the same. And you know that they're not going to be the same. Especially
what?
Because ChatGPT, based on the information you put, for one, the information is going to be useless if you don't understand it. Like, if you don't understand the information, it's going to be completely useless. I'm studying marketing. If I put into ChatGPT, I need a digital marketing plan for such company. I need for you to show me the cost per clicks. I need you to show me how to the best words for SEO. I can ask that. I can ask all of those. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can ask all of those questions. If I don't know what a conversion rate is, if I don't know what SEO means, it doesn't mean it means absolutely nothing though. But again, you're constantly asking questions, whereas if you actually study the information beforehand, you know that you can ask a very simple question and get a very simple answer. But that's based on you already knowing the information. Also, ChatGPT is scrubbing the internet in the same way that Google is. So the information that it has is still limited because of the fact that if a site doesn't have proper SEO, then there is a lot of information that you're going to miss out on because of the fact that you're not getting information from that site. You still have to fact check ChatGPT. Like you can't
you do
put it in ChatGPT and then like copy and paste it somewhere.
That's how you can't do that. That's how I knew ChatGPT didn't give me the right, because it would say stuff and I would be like, let me just make sure this is okay. And then I'll be like, that's not the real, that's not the whole thing. Huh?
Are you thinking some legal prosecution in reference to what do you do? It shouldn't matter. AI gives you enough information for you to do anything.
No, it doesn't. Oh God.
Before we start, let's discuss the topic.
Yes. Yes.
I actually wanted to make a comment about AI in reference to his slam about gender studies and English majors. It's very relevant to what he was talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Because liberal arts majors are more valuable than coders when it comes to AI. And these are the AI industry experts telling us this, because AI, it works by natural language prompts, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to be able to take whatever that company's need is, or the situation's business need is, and you have to convert it into clear, concise, effective language. writers, English majors, literature majors, communications majors, that was me, gender studies majors, anyone with a liberal arts background, you're going to take a lot of communication-based courses. Those are the most valuable people in the upcoming AI revolution. Just FYI. Yeah, move on to the prompt hub. Thanks for letting me.
Thanks, Therese.
Yeah, like I have a company, right? If I had to hire somebody like a communication major, so you give me a computer science person, I will hire the computer science every single time.
Okay. All right, go ahead. You get go hit the prompt now. That's what I want to talk about.
Because you need to bring value to the table, right? Like for example, how many followers?
Teddy. Oh, hold on. Wait. Give me a second. I gotta let my cleaners in real quick. I know it's Thursday. Teddy bear. Okay. All right, we back. Okay, I'm ready now. Go ahead. I want to hear this. Male loneliness isn't a problem. It's a solution. Go.
I don't need a person that has a college degree. I need a person that can bring people, right? Like let's say for marketing or.
Hold on, wait. Why are we talking about that? Let's talk about the
I
prompt.
hit a nerve. It looks like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It doesn't matter. You're not gonna get hired anyway, so it doesn't matter. But let's discuss.
That's okay. I already have a job. And it pays me enough money to kick that last guy off because I was the one who did that. Just But yeah, let's get to the prompt. I'll meet up.
Let's see, 60, maybe what 100,000? You might say.
I don't know. I don't know. There's not. I ain't talking money with y'all. I only bring up money when y'all talk about being traditional.
I just want to talk about the topic. Right?
Yes, please.
So, for the man, loneliness isn't a problem; it's a solution. Look at what happened with the incident when they shot Trump, right?
Pew pew. Mm-hmm.
Pew pew. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pew pew. Let me use TikTok language, right?
Yeah, please. You're good.
So, the reason why he got to that certain point is because he didn't have any type of social interaction. The most dangerous thing you can have in this world is a man that has nothing to lose, right? So man loneliness, being by himself, it's completely dangerous unless he has a family, he has kids, he has something to fight for. If he has zero and he has nothing to lose, it is the most dangerous thing he can have for society. And that's my point.
But that's not a problem though. That he needs to figure that out. That's for him to deal with. It's not an epidemic. It's none of that stuff. That is an individualized issue that the person that is going through it needs to figure out. They're not being isolated because society, writ large hates them. They're not being isolated systemically or anything like that. They're being isolated because they're terrible people. So it's not a problem like that. It's not incumbent upon society to accommodate or acquiesce to that man's needs whatsoever.
From your perspective.
No. From reality. Because that man who will go out and unalive Trump, let's say he was coming in contact with people, mainly women, let's say, right? That man would be abusive, without a doubt. That man wouldn't, it's not like, oh, if he just had contact with people, he would be a nice, sweet man. He wouldn't. He'd be an asshole. I'm not saying he would unalive anybody, which he probably could or would, but let's not go that extreme. But short of that, he would just be an abusive person. He wouldn't be like a cool person to hang around. Saying like I don't understand like why does society have to like bear that burden because men like you don't want to develop into human beings. You guys want to be fucking robots. Like I'm not like that's not my bad. And yeah, I'm not understanding that.
He was a child public offender. He was a child, right?
He was young, yeah.
He was young. Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, in Christianity, they always teach us to forgive, right? Because everybody deserves a chance. Like, you deserve a chance when you were younger.
Yeah, I didn't unalive anybody when I was younger, nor did I try to.
But before to getting to that point, right? If he had a strong family foundation, like you said it before, if you have good money, good foundations, good education, he had everything together, he wouldn't do those acts because he had people that rely on.
But wait, you just said education doesn't matter.
No. The right education matters.
Oh, now it's
gonna ask that too.
Now it's the right education. Okay. What education are we speaking about here, sir?
Open-minded to learn anything, right? Like if you want to open up a book and learn, it's the same thing as going into a college and learning this, like women's studies
It's actually
or
not.
marketing or communication. It's the same thing. You're just spending $100,000 and giving it to a college that basically that degree, you just get a paper with a degree that says that you actually got that education. But you don't need to go to college to be educated. You can educate yourself.
Don't. You do need to go to college so you can be formally educated, but you don't need to go to college so you can be educated in general, right? But the problem is most people, specifically men, the men who don't go to college, like especially the men who don't go to college, they don't do any more self-educating whatsoever after high school. Like you go look up the numbers on like the amount of books that men read after they get out of high school, none. The amount of hours they spend actually researching things like things, you know, to better them and to and to, you know, educate them in other ways that are beyond like maybe getting a job per se, which is fine too. But, you know, just things like I said, like actually seeking help when they need it and stuff like that. Like men we don't do that stuff when we're not educated. Educated men are way more likely to do that. Formally educated men are way more likely to do that. Way more likely. That's why education, like education means a lot for everybody, right? But it really means a lot for men because an uneducated man is a dangerous man. An uneducated man is a dangerous man. An educated man, not so much. Like I'm not saying he's not going to be dangerous, but all men are dangerous, by the way. But let me say that again. An uneducated man they are an extremely dangerous man. Extremely dangerous man.
And I think that that's why a lot of men are deeply committed to women being uneducated, because they know that when women are uneducated, they're susceptible to, you know, to men who are willing to just tell them anything. Honestly, they're willing to tell them anything. They are more likely to experience that abuse and that violence because those men, especially those men, tend to pair with women who are uneducated. So they have access to being able to like reshuffle that poverty with that woman. So they are able to not only tell her the way that life works and convince her that this is how, you know, the world operates, but also they don't have any basis of argument. Like that's a lot of the reason why when women are educated, they're less likely to deal with BS from men. For one, because they have more opportunities, but also because they have the knowledge to understand, hey, that is absolutely not how that works. And even listening to him say like, going to college is just, you know, you're getting the same books, you're getting the same information, and then you're just getting a diploma at the end, except you're also getting structure. You're also getting a plan for how you're getting that information and you're progressing through as that information is being funneled to you based on the level for which you can understand it. And it has to start and end somewhere. You would not give a third grader the same information that you would a sixth grader. You know that there are certain principles that they have to have in order for them to be able to even understand sixth grade material. The same thing happens in college, truthfully. Like you're getting information funneled to you based on, okay, you need this basis in order to be able to understand this concept, and then you can move on to this concept and this concept. In order to research this, you need to go to this place and you need to be able to, you know, look in this specific area and understand this specific thing. But when people don't have that level of formal training, they think that it's just you go to school, you write some stuff down, and then, you know, you get a diploma at the end. But that's not the case. And I think that especially with men, because they have obligated women to do so much of that work, and he even actually just admitted it, like men who are lonely and don't have, you know, access to women and blah, 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 they are dangerous men. But it's because of the fact that they obligate women to just about every capacity you can think of. They obligate women based on their bodies, their minds, the emotional labor that they need. They need women for way more than women need men. And when they don't have that structure, they completely lose their freaking minds and they got to go unalive people. The worst thing that men have ever said about women who don't have a man is what? She gonna die alone with her cat.
Yep.
But she gonna have a cat. She not gonna go unalive nobody.
The lonely man gonna have a body in the refrigerator. That's the lonely women gonna have cats, warm cats, alive, eating, and the lonely man gonna have
man is gonna kidnap the lonely woman.
He gonna kidnap the lonely woman.
I said the male woman it's not a solution.
It is a solution though. It's a solution for A.
Because you have fingers, man, you're gonna have war, right? You're gonna get more.
No.
You're gonna get higher crime rates.
No.
You're gonna get more murder because this is what lonely men do.
No.
You're giving
Poor men do that.
Not poor men, rich men. It doesn't matter.
No, poor men do that stuff.
You stated before, all men are dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I'm saying when we speak about the group in general, it's not the lonely men. The men that I knew that were like, all the men I knew in my neighborhood growing up that were like active and like really, I grew up in a lot of gang infested neighborhoods. Like they had women, they had baby mamas and shit like that. They was out there, they was pulling kick doors. They was knocking niggas' doors down and like I knew niggas that would literally kick your front door in and come in your house and do shit to you type shit. Like them niggas, they wasn't doing no drive-bys or nothing. They were walking down, they didn't give a fuck. And they had full blown, they had many girls, many women. They were not lonely in that way at all. And they were poor though. They all were poor, all of them. All of them came from poverty. All of them.
They were missing things, right? They were missing money and they were missing God. Right?
Nah. All them niggas got motherfucking crosses tattooed on their necks, bro. Every nigga I know that walked down on a nigga got the praying hands on his chest, like Tupac. Every nigga I know. I don't know one gangbanger that don't know God, that don't like God, that don't believe in God. Every single one of them believe in God.
Got at least one Psalms, one of the Psalms.
Whole psalm right here. Nigga got Deuteronomy chapter 3:13 on his chesticle. Like, get up out of here.
Hey, public, before y'all leave the subject, I just want to point out things don't get extremely liberal until you get past an undergraduate degree. It's not even a 4-year degree that pushes or that has the majority of people that think liberal. So the argument against education just falls flat right there. You can still, and 50% or more still think the way he does with that same
degree. Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't happen until you get to master's or PhD.
Yep.
You don't go to college and learn a bunch of stuff that indoctrinates you. I hate that people say that. It's always the people who didn't go to college. You get put in spaces where it challenges your thinking, but the undergraduate degree doesn't even do it enough, which is why people still leave with the same mindsets.
Yep.
So
there's a bunch of a lot of people, a lot of right wingers go to college and get radicalized in college.
Exactly.
They go there and get a heavy dose of right-wing extremism in college. Like I've seen that happen many a time.
Class on Wednesdays with their red Republican ties and coats with their navy blue coats.
Yep.
If you've never been to college, you just shouldn't speak on these things. It's just so aggravating because you've never experienced it.
100, Leo, you 100% disagree. What college did you go to?
100% degree is a joke.
100% is 100% degree.
Yes, I mean 100% agree, but because we're talking about colleges, I said 100% degree. It was a joke. It was a bad joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you meant disagree. What up, Shani? Make sure everybody get a chance to get to speak real quick.
Hey, public. I wanted to point out that I don't know why men are labeling like the male loneliness epidemic as some like big crisis, because that is just y'all basically suffering the consequences of your actions. Yeah. That's what I see it as.
It's a reaction. That's why it's not a problem either. That's exactly what I was thinking too. It's a response to men being shitty. So how can it be a problem? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
And I know like a lot of men don't even like take the male loneliness epidemic seriously because for some reason y'all always tie the conversation back to, oh, well, how can women step up and solve this issue? And to me, that's weird because a lot of y'all don't like women.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, you're not even in community with women, but you all of a sudden want women to step up to solve your loneliness problem. That doesn't make sense.
Women haven't solved any problems in the past 100 years.
Who?
Huh?
What? You said women haven't suffered any problems?
No.
Oh,
100% no, I did not say that.
I'm sorry. I heard it wrong. My bad.
Shawnee said we're looking for women to solve our problems. We don't look for women to solve our problems.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, let me ask you a question. Then what's the cure to the male loneliness epidemic in your mind?
You need God.
Nah, bro. No, Leo. Give us a real solution.
What makes a man happy, right? Number one is status and money. You need to be able to be in a
and what is the easiest way to get status and money in this society? What's the most practical application to get that
in the U.S.?
In the U.S.
Whatever it is.
Right?
Right?
No. Leo. Be specific. Be specific. What would enable a person, the average person, to make the most money they can make legally in this country?
For a woman is to get married.
No, it's not. Try again. Wrong. They make less money. Married women make less money. So keep going. Try again.
I can show you that women get more money through divorce.
They don't. Divorce is not marriage. Divorce is divorce. But keep going. Try again.
You're gonna say education,
no, that's what it is. It ain't sir, you know the answer. That's why you keep saying stupid shit. You know the answer. That's literally the answer. It's education. For men and women, it's education.
No, but if you want to get rich.
I didn't say get rich. Nope. I didn't say get rich. Why do you need to get rich to get a woman? Why do you need to get rich to have to live a huh?
You're to get a traditional woman. Don't you think the more money you have, the better probability you're gonna get for getting a better woman? Is that your entire stance on that?
No. I don't think traditional women are better women. I don't want a traditional woman. I don't want a woman who thinks traditionally. Let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So you want a woman to cheat on you?
You want a polyamorous woman that can have multiple men?
As if traditional women didn't cheat on their husbands. Interesting. As if they wasn't fucking the milkman and the mailman.
If anything, you're actively like you're actively proving the point about y'all want women to solve the problem, because the first thing you brought up is money and status to get a woman.
Yep.
Because y'all don't know how to, as I've said before, y'all's motivation to actually want something out of it, like for your life, it's always rooted in, is this going to give me a woman? Y'all don't never do anything for like personal fulfillment, happiness. It's always tied to getting married and having kids, two things.
Hold on, let her finish.
Most of y'all men don't even want in the first place. So why are you striving towards these societal goals that you don't even want in the first place?
You know why?
What I'm talking about with the male loneliness epidemic. Like, this is especially why I brought up the word community, because a lot of y'all need to learn how to be a good friend. And I bring this up all the time. You need to learn how to be a good friend. You need to learn how to work on those interpersonal skills so that people will want to be around you. You can't be no shitty person with poor social skills. You're misogynistic and all the other things. And then you expect people to want to be around you. That's not how this works, especially women.
But you know why men why men want women, but then at the same time, like, don't treat women, even when they get a woman, they don't actually like treat her well or anything like that. because men get women to attract the attention of other men, which is the crazy. It's such a weird thing.
Exactly.
They get the woman because when you have a wife, you know that your social stock goes up, right? Your proximity to a woman elevates your social standing, right? The more women you have, the higher your social standing is. The better the woman you have, the more attractive she is or whatever, the higher your social standing is. You get married, the higher your you combine that, you get married to an extremely attractive woman, through the roof. The men are gonna love you. They're gonna cyber slurp you and whatever all day long, right? That it is so crazy that is how men function. You get to think, like, if Leo and men like Leo actually liked women, that you would want to be a better person for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know that sounds weird. If you actually liked women, you wouldn't want to be a better person for women. You would want to be a better person for yourself. You don't like women. So the men who don't like women, they do things to get women as opposed to doing things to better themselves. And then they get the woman just so they can parade her around town and show her off to the other men and be like, yeah, and pull up to the cookout so uncle go, nigga, that's you in it. That type of shit. It's sick. It's a sick ass game. Go ahead, Leo. Hold on, let Leo go. Go ahead, Leo.
I respect my mom. I respect my mom. I respect my wife, my girlfriend, my partner, whoever that person is gonna be.
Oh, I was like, damn, you got a wife, a girlfriend, and a partner.
You have a wife and a girlfriend?
He sound like Waka Flocka Flame. Got a main chick and a mistress.
Does he have, you have a wife and a girlfriend?
Nah, he was saying one day he gonna get one. A couple daughters. I'm so hood.
I have to say, hearing Leo talk, I feel simultaneously as a middle-aged cat lady with a graduate degree who just got a professional certification. Just found out today I passed the
nice, congratulations.
And who thank you, and who is also polyamorous. I feel simultaneously like insulted yet totally seen. Simultaneously insulted but seen. Hearing Leo talk.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
But he was saying his future wife, the make believe woman. Go ahead, Leo.
I don't respect.
Thanks, Steph.
What I'm saying to you, I don't respect Therese, right? I don't respect Sean. What have you done to earn my respect? I respect.
Oh, I'm not looking for your respect, babe. I'm not looking for it.
Why don't you respect them? Just as human beings, you don't respect people?
No. You said respect. Oh, I don't have to respect every single person that I meet. You have to earn that respect, whether you're a woman or a man.
Why? Why do people have to earn your respect? Who the fuck are you? Why would I need to earn your respect?
Like gift cards.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Imagine trying to earn a nigga respect. Like, what the fuck? I could never. Earning a man's respect is correct, bro. That shit sounds batshit crazy to me. That somebody has to earn your respect. Like, what the fuck?
Saying that from a private saying that from a private TikTok page.
You should respect you.
Why should I respect men? Like, just generally, why should I automatically?
That's a good that
who they are. Like, that's the thing I didn't get.
Yeah.
Why should I automatically respect men without knowing who they are, their character? Why do you get respect? You get the privilege of respect automatically, yet I don't get it.
I'll tell you why, Therese. Because
I mean, I know why, but like
because the threat of violence, because men be unhinged, so you gotta respect.
Yes, that's why. So if I were a person, I'd have to at least pretend to respect him because he might unalive me.
Yep.
Who knows?
You gotta fake the respect. You gotta to make it out the elevator. Bye. Okay, cool. You gotta fake the respect. Yes, no, I understand. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Because they're less dangerous than men.
Who are less dangerous than men?
Bears. The whole entire.
Oh, y'all still stuck on the bear. You know what y'all be still bringing up in 2024? Y'all got to retire this shit eventually. Y'all got to stop bringing up Ro, aka the brick lady, and y'all got to stop bringing up the goddamn bear. Them two situations got y'all in the chokehold because y'all only got like 2 or 3 of them a year. So you got to keep going back to them. Y'all gonna be talking about Roe 20 years from now. Remember back then she got in. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody care about that shit, bro. Men are more dangerous than bears. Yes, bears are even bears are afraid of men. Even bears are afraid of men. Yes, men are more dangerous. Men are the most dangerous beings on this planet by far.
So that's why man should not be lonely, right?
No, that's not why. No, that's the opposite. Hold on, Leo. Hold on. Think about what you're saying. If men are dangerous, then why the fuck would you put them in close proximity to other people? They should be isolated. That doesn't make sense. They should be isolated if that's the case. Based on that, like if you're trying to say, you're trying to make this point like, no, that's why men should be around people. By the way, if men want to be around people, they just have to be better people. It's once again, it's not on us in society to and I don't need to invite Leo out for drinks, my guy. I don't want to be you're a fucking creeper. I don't want Leo around. He scares away the women. You see what I'm saying? Like if you want to get invited out to for drinks, you act like, oh, look, I don't know if you ever seen the Lego movie, right? The OG, not the new one, but the OG, the other one, the one with like Batman and Wild Style and what's his name? Evan, I think his name was in the movie. The white dude, I can't remember his name. But anyways, he, you know what I'm saying? Like the people, when they talked about him, when he actually heard what they said about him, that's you. Like when people actually talk about you, nah, it's not Chris Evans. When people actually talk about you, like when you hear, if somebody like put a camera, like the people who know you, Leo, and they talk about you, they're going to say things about, you're going to be like, damn, I did not think that they thought. They're going to be like, yeah, that dude's a fucking weirdo. Like, that's why I don't want to be around that guy.
It doesn't matter, right? Why would I care about other people's opinions?
So you won't be lonely. Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying? You wonder why you're isolated. You wonder why nobody likes you because you just said, why should I care if people like me? You should care. I care if people like me. It doesn't mean I'm going to like.
Because that's the job of like other people should like you, right?
No, I'm saying, no. See, you got it backwards. The reason why I have this job is because people like me. You see what I'm saying? It didn't go the other way around. It wasn't like I was like, I need to figure out a way to make people like me. People like me. And so I fell into this job. You see what I'm saying? Whereas for you, you are like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. People don't like you. And instead of you going, maybe they don't like me because of me, you go, the more people don't like you, you go, well, what do I don't need people to like me. And then that further isolates you.
I'm not isolated.
Okay.
I didn't say I have any friends.
Sure.
What I'm saying to you is that the point is that if men are dangerous by themselves, then why do you think that mental illness isn't a problem? It's not a solution.
They're dangerous even with people they're in community.
They're more dangerous.
The problem.
They're more dangerous when they're in communities with people. That's my point.
I think he's just missing the part that the reason why men are lonely is because of the fact that when they had the option to have wives who really couldn't say no, when they had the options of being these traditional men that they wanted to be, they fumbled the bag. And once those women escaped, they were able to escape successfully and build lives of their own. And now men are watching from the outside going, I don't understand why women don't want to be in relationships with us.
Men don't want to be with women.
Wait. What'd you say, Leo?
Yeah, say it again.
Say that again. What?
Those women from the past were traditional women.
Say what you said.
Yeah.
But what?
What did you say?
You said men don't want to what?
Men don't want. We don't need women.
No, that ain't what you said. You said the quiet part out loud just then. You said men don't want to be with women. I don't know what type of YMCA joints
No. Hold on. No. We love.
But he's right. No, that's a lie.
Hold on. Take a public offender.
Okay.
Do you want a woman from now that has a body count of plus 7, 10, 20? Or do you want a traditional woman that were virgins before getting married? Right?
I want the woman with the fattest ass.
Why?
You hold on, wait, y'all. Hold on. He asked me the question. I want the woman with the fattest ass. I don't care how many bodies she got, nigga. Let's start there. Which one got the fattest ass? Can we start on that? You ain't giving me enough information.
No STD, no AIDS, no STD.
No STDs, no AIDS for either one. One got a fat ass, one dope, but the one that got the fat ass got 17 bodies. Give me the one with 17 bodies. Next question.
Bodies, I'm confused. I'm concerned actually. Give me the one with 7 to 11, like you said.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the number you said. Whatever body count it is, which one ass fatter?
You can be a 10 and have a body count of 0.
You could be, but I'm saying in this scenario, I just want more. You got to give me more to the story because you only giving me like it's very limited.
You would be very surprised that the most beautiful women have the last body count.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Women are below 5s.
Sir,
Have the highest
I wouldn't be surprised
the armorers.
because I've actually been around a lot of women, so I know.
Body count archives. Where do you
Yeah,
go to-
what data is this? That was my question. Where are you pulling this data? Freshly pulled from Leo's ass, I'm guessing.
Yeah, trust me, bro.
What the body count is? How do you get an acronym?
Trustmebro.com.
In the man.
No, I'm just
Wait,
playing.
what did you say, Leo?
He said the man test.
The man said, "Sam, you got to say no Diddy after that, bro."
He said something to me specifically. What did you say, Leo?
No. Pretty women are in demand, right? So the most beautiful women in this world, like Miss Universe pageant models,
Cap.
perfect 10, are the ones that are gonna be having less body count because they respect themselves.
Leo, most women are pretty. I don't know if you know this, and I know it's gonna blow your mind. Most women are pretty, and what I'm saying is because we know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? But most women are pretty because most women, we're all human. We're the same species. Most women objectively look better than most men. Like the women you talking about that are average still look better than you. The woman you talking about that's a 5 for a woman, she's a 9 as a man. She's an 8 as a man. Like you would kill to look as good as a 5 quote unquote woman. Like most men got to do all they can do. Like the prettiest man is like the average woman. Like think about it. Like think about the man that you are attracted to, Leo. Because you sound like you might be attracted to me. Think about the man you are attracted to. And then think of what my wife just yelled at me. think about the most attractive man you can think of. Like, okay, that man, I like him. And then what would he look like as a woman? Like where would he fall on this scale as a woman?
I don't think like that.
Can we be clear though that Leo believes that women who parade around in bathing suits in front of millions upon millions of people are the best suitors for men?
Yeah, they're the virtuous ones.
It's about
They are the virtuous.
body count. Is
Can we be
plus
clear
10.
about that, please?
No, it's about body count.
How do you know how high their body count is, Leo? Just by looking at
as
someone.
a guy, I can promise you, as
Leo,
any guy that has lived a lot
listen.
with women,
Just
you
listen
can tell.
to me. Just listen to me. You're looking at the women in the swimsuit competition. It's the swimsuit round. They get asked the question, what would you do to solve world peace? Whatever the hell they ask people now. That just by looking at that woman, you can tell what her body count is.
He can. Yep.
Oh, maybe it's about the way she answers the world peace question. Maybe that's where the clues to the body count are.
I don't care what they say. We basically hear how they look, right? Yes or
You
no?
hear how they look?
Yep. Here's how they look in his
Hey,
mind.
public, this is a perfect example of men not seeing women as humans. They see them as objects to either be owned or worn out. So if too many children have played with the Spider-Man toy, I no longer see value in the Spider-Man toy. I only want the one that's been out of the package, the most recent. He's just telling y'all the truth out loud. They don't really see y'all as humans. The more you interact with men, the less value you have. They're just toys or cars with mileage or a lock that's had too many keys, whatever weird analogy they come up
Always.
with.
They always got some weird ass analogy.
It's like the car with mileage, the key in the lock.
No. I heard the funniest one was he was like, women are like a can of soda. If I put my finger in the can, are you still gonna drink it or something like that? I was like, what?
The one I well, a woman woman's past is relevant because you'd want to know if someone was a felon, right? I'm like, you're comparing
A felon
to like just me being a person and dating and having
a felon.
Wow.
Hey, hold on, y'all.
What kind of, Leo, I don't know what kind of sex you are having, but Leo, you can get a test, honey.
What kind of smecks he's having? You think Leo's having smecks?
Okay, I ask you a question. Do you think it's more probable than a woman that has relationships with 20 plus men have an STD compared to one person?
No, it's not.
Yes.
There's
Hold
data.
on. Wait.
Wait.
Go ahead, Therese. Go ahead.
There's no difference in risk in terms of like past sexual partners. They prove that people who are like in monogamous relationships and people who are like not in monogamous relationships, their STI risk is the same.
You know why?
A test.
It's the same, Therese.
You know why? No, wait, Leo. You know,
there's data. This is NIH data.
Yeah. You know why that is though, Leo? Because when a woman is in a relationship, a monogamous relationship, when she is being monogamous in a relationship and the man isn't, which happens often, go look at the rates for STIs, like new cases of STIs. You will see it's a lot of those women are women in monogamous relationships, meaning they think they're in a monogamous relationship. The man doesn't. So I don't know what you're talking about. And a lot of people who are hunching around with random people, a lot of them are using protection. Like if I know we're not committed to one another, I'm more likely to use protection, right? If we're in a monogamous relationship, we just sleeping together, whatever. I'm trusting you. I'm thinking that you're not doing any, you know what I mean? Like you're being honest and you're being clean.
Every single time. I have never had unprotected sex in my life.
That's crazy. Good for you. Shit. You healthy as shit.
Then the funny thing is that I'm an outlier. That's weird.
Yeah, you are the outlier.
Which is so bizarre to me. It's terrifying how reckless people are.
It doesn't matter. Like 50% of the time, it's not going to protect you from an STD, right?
What? Who said that? Who told you that?
What?
Where you getting them stats from?
Do you think protection is going to help you?
50% is such an insane number.
50%? You think if I wear a condom, only 50% of the time I'm going to get protected from an STD?
When you use contraception every time and you use it correctly, the effective rate is
98%.
98% effective.
If you think that Leo is up there pinching the tip, you got another thing.
I'm telling you that I know that no one is hitting that. No one is.
Well, Leo be paying for it though, so they make him use protection.
I was about to say, but even with the paywall, I guarantee you he's probably not using contraceptives properly.
Damn. Not have to rub in tugs.
BPJ, they're always the most reckless. The kind of guys who think like him, they're the ones that are most likely to have unprotected sex, that don't know anything about their bodies, that don't know anything about contraception. They're always the worst.
I got some things I got to read real quick. The light said, got a little bonus. Have a great day. Appreciate you, the light. The light said, that is why he is single. He is single. Off with his head. He sounds unhealthy and miserable. Oh man, Teresa said, Google systemic discrimination, theory and measurement, read the abstract, then read the date it was published and get this lying weirdo out of here. That wasn't for Leo, but it could be. That's what's funny.
$50, you can drop me, right?
Yeah, she could if she wanted to. Teresa said, he's Dunning-Kruger by denying Dunning-Kruger. He's Dunning-Krugering by denying Dunning-Kruger. Bun Mistress Teresa is funny as shit. Bun Mistress said, ask him how many lonely men has he adopted. I don't know. Leo, I don't know. Metal Kizza said, their analogies are always based on childish shit / sports. They bodies grown, but their brain stayed the same. Yeah, we have Arrested Development as a group, men do. Leo is basically describing the halo effect, where attractive people are deemed as more intelligent, virtuous, and good. 5 on his head. Damn. It'd be some smart people in these comments. Tia Campbell said, that might be Taya. Leo has never seen / smelled a cooter, I guarantee. I mean, if you been at the Script Club, hey man, look, when we went to the Scribber Club, the one time I went to a Scribber Club, I went to Crazy Horse 2 in Vegas, and we were sitting in the chairs, and it's like low, and the stage is high, and it's the people, you know, the women's and people walk behind you, and the girl crawled over the homie face head, so she crawled with her hands, and she put her hands on the homie's knees, and her lips touched his lips, but not the lips on her face. I looked over, I seen it, and he did like that, so he got to smell it for free. I watched it happen in real time, and yeah, it was Crazy Horse 2 in Vegas. Yeah, they dragged me out.
You know what Leo reminds me of? Remember in 40-Year-Old Virgin when the friends was asking like, hey, what was it like being with a woman? And the dude was like, yeah, it's like, you know, you grab a woman's.
Yeah, that's what I always quote that shit. She feel like a bag of sand.
And they're like, wait, what?
She was like, oh, me so horny. I was nailing her. He said he was nailing her.
And you think men want women like this? Come on. You think
Like what?
Men like what?
Women like what?
Like you and
Like Therese?
We don't gotta guess. The
You
funny
guys are
part is
insulting.
We don't have to guess.
your
Leo.
wife, but I would say, Leo, your wife is hypothetical. My husband ain't.
Yeah, my partner's not hypothetical either. He's a real person.
Hey, these women getting hunched on. Leo single talking about who wants these women. Sir, if you don't go look in the mirror immediately.
We gotta find another way to vet women besides what's your body count? How many relationships? Are you gonna stay at home?
Moon, you know how you vet women? Talk to them.
Yeah.
The easiest way to vet a person is just talk to them.
You ask a man what he wants, not promiscuous, low body count, traditional.
Low miles.
All these stones.
Leo, you can't tell us what men
Italian his whole life talking about he dark because his family from a deeper part of Sicily, and the plot twist is his granddaddy was secretly black like that, and yet y'all, that's the part that y'all be skipping over, is that y'all think that y'all grandmas were virtuous and that these women back in the day were only with these men that they were married to. They were not. A lot of them, honestly, they was when them men would sneak out, they was going and getting their rocks off too. The only difference is these men was too dumb to put two and two together. So they was bringing home money to some of them kids that wasn't even theirs. Like that's the plot twist.
That information was too dangerous.
Yeah, they could be unalived at that time. Well, they still can, but back then it was like nothing was gonna happen.
Dangerous for them to say that, so
yeah.
they had to keep it quiet. That's why a lot of men grew up thinking that women were
Virtuous.
beings, and if they weren't perfect beings, then that was just a bad woman. The whole time they've been just as human as us the whole time.
Facts, Moon. Clock that shit.
We've always been the
They
same.
think they dark Italians.
Mhm.
You're black.
Yeah, we've always been the same. We've always, as long as women have been able to get pregnant, we've been trying to come up with ways to not get pregnant. Like as long as we've been had to get married, we've been trying to figure out ways to live without getting married. Like the tale as old as time.
Damn, my damn iPad died. I can't read this cash app. Ali said, Leo deaf the one. Leo deaf the one. Me saying, I want to have your baby. I think. Go ahead, Leo.
Did you just hear what Therese said? It's like we've been looking for ways of not having kids or not getting married. So what's the point of having a woman then, Therese?
Leo skipped sex ed. Anna said, what's the point of having a woman? Wait, you don't think women provide any other value outside of having sex and having kids?
Okay. So what is the number one principle that men look for a woman?
Low body count, low miles, wife slave, cook clean, freaky virgin, submissive providers.
Leo, I'm going to disabuse you of the notion that you can tell us what men in general are looking for. You can tell us what you're looking for. You can tell us what you're looking for.
Leo, what are you looking for in a man?
You can't tell us what everyone's looking for.
Okay, so
what are you looking for in a man, Leo? What are you looking for in a man?
I'm looking for a woman that can have a
big, strong, max provider.
Mm-hmm. You want a provider, man?
What I just heard is if you don't want kids, you should just date men.
That's why I asked him why. That's literally why I asked him why. What is he looking for in a man? Because I'm like, it sounds like you don't want to be with women. So.
A man with 3 legs, a nice, beautiful. He wants 3 legs, a hot, and a cot. He wants to make sure
3 legs is crazy.
Meets that list for him, and I want that for him because hypothetically thinking about these women that even if you have a list and you know what it is men look for in a woman, you know what type of woman you're looking for. You've already said that a lot of these women are in the Miss Universe and Miss America pageants. You have not gone to these pageants to find these women, and you know you got the list for it. That means that the list does not work, which tells us that you are trying to secretly find that in a man, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I love that for you. I personally am a fan of the weenus. I like the construction. I think that you honestly should get exactly what it is you desire. I
agree, BPG. I hope he does find what he's looking for.
Anna said, Leo skipped sex ed. It sounds like it. Leo, did you go through sex education?
Yeah, I got it out.
You did? How you didn't know about condoms then?
I don't know about condoms.
Yeah, you didn't know.
No. What I said to Therese, that Therese thinks that condoms can protect you 100%.
No, she doesn't.
No, that's not what
that's not what she said. And nobody believes that. But you said 50%, which is crazy.
I will tell you the exact words that you said. That you're safe because you use contraceptive, right? You're not safe.
She's safer.
I didn't say that either.
She's safer. Hold on, Leo. Hold on. She is safer than people who don't. Period. End of discussion. She is safer. The same way you think about contraception is the same way you think about education. You think this. You think that. Oh, well, you don't have to be educated, and people who are not educated are just as likely to be successful as people who are educated. That's not true. Unequivocally false, right? Same way. People who use contraception, they got just the same likelihood of catching an STI or getting pregnant or whatever as a person who does. They very well are not. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's just not. It's just false.
The chances of me getting pregnant are really statistically impossible because before like I said, every time and correctly, 2 forms of birth control, the statistical chances are like practically
0.0000.
Condom use and sterile, boom, tubes tied, no chance at all.
Therese ain't taking no chances.
Yeah, never.
Y'all ever seen Zombieland?
Always two forms.
Y'all ever seen Zombieland? When he was talking about double tap, that's what Therese did. Therese double tapping out here.
Every time, always, since the age of 19. Yeah, actually, I was somewhat of a late bloomer. 19 is a couple years later than most people. So people just, when they hear that I don't shame other people for their sex lives and that, what my history, they assume that, I was one of those people that was like, hitting it in my early teens. No, man, college. I didn't have sex until college.
Invincible Summer said, ask Leo his body count. What's your body count, Leo?
I'll give you my body count if Teresa says my body count.
I don't know what it is. I don't count that because I don't see people as things. I see people as human beings.
So over 100 plus, Teresa?
Yep.
Maybe, I don't know.
100 plus. Cool. What is yours?
I'll go after VPG.
You wanted to know my body count?
Every woman on the panel apparently wants to know.
First of all,
he's betting you right now.
If you really want, bet me. I'm already taking, but bet me. Because
you got a crush on
BPG.
BPG.
Slanging and banging these niggas left and right. And back in my heyday, I don't know the number and I don't think about the number. And God bless my husband because surely he put an apron on me and turned a nice, good, nasty, dastardly woman into a housewife.
There you go, man. See, that's why I never rap music. Sometimes it gets it wrong, and that's one thing I was like, wait, why you can't do that? Because
I really feel sorry for all this men. Like, what kind of man wants to be with a person that has been with 100 plus men?
The best kind.
So nasty. Men are so icky and disgusting. Why would you want someone who's touched a man? You're right. You're so right.
I hate thinking about the fact that my woman let another man kiss her, man, because men are so weird. I'm like, how did you let this nigga? I ain't gonna even lie. Hold on. I definitely be thinking like when I see like pictures of like my wife's, like, like back in the day when I saw like the dude, I was like, you let this fat nigga kiss you? Ugh, you fell for this nigga. Like, that's what I be thinking about. I wasn't jealous and that. I was just like, man, you let this fat nigga kiss you. God damn. She did the same thing with me. I ain't gonna even hold you.
every person who had a very healthily active sex life or was a former SW, all those people I know, they're all married.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of them. They're like soccer moms. They're like driving the kids to like their dance class.
They be the best moms.
Men want 304s, and that's just the truth of it. We got to be honest.
Yeah, the only reason who want to be the person to go to Disneyland and be like, hey, you're the first person to get on this ride. Step on down. Nobody's going to do that. Absolutely nobody's going to want to get on that roller coaster.
100%.
But a roller coaster that has 1,000 rides, sir.
Yep.
If 10,000 people have rolled that roller coaster and it's tried and true, guess what? You gonna get on that roller coaster. You gonna put your arms in the air and you gonna say "we." So shout out to me and my lovely, long-lasting marriage.
Yeah, shout out.
May roller coasters continue on.
For God, because I wouldn't even touch that with a stick 10 feet wide.
But your stick ain't that
You
long.
don't have a 10 feet wide.
Yeah, your stick not that long, brother. Don't worry about it.
Show us your recent Instagram likes. I guarantee it's not women with Bibles.
Oh, it's definitely like Insta model.
Oh, Leo? Oh my God. I hate if y'all ever get it, if we ever get a glimpse inside Leo's search history, that shit gonna be wicked. Like, you know that man be on some wild shit. How many OF subscriptions you got, Leo? How many OF subscriptions do you have?
OF subscriptions.
Oh, you don't subscribe, you just pay like lifelong. you just buy the, you know what I mean? Like what you
Look how many men Teresa BPG have been with. Like, you think how easy it is to get a woman when you go outside?
But you can't get any woman.
You don't even know how many men I've been with because I don't know. Because I said I don't count. It's not something I count.
Well, that's your husband. How can you be proud of that? Tell your husband if he's proud of that.
Well, someone married me before. I divorced him, but so I've had a husband. Been there, done that. Not for me.
You know what I find interesting?
But he knew that I was not a virgin and by all means was not like a demure, virtuous person at all. And he actually really loved it about me. But anyway, Shawnee, sorry I interrupted you. Sorry.
No, you're fine. What I find interesting about these like conversations, because one, they're very weird, and to me they give off a huge red flag because you men never bring up like actually getting like tested.
Nah.
You base somebody like clean, like them being clean or dirty based on who they've been with. But then I ask you to pull up that My Chart. You ain't even got the app on your phone. You don't even know who your PCP is. But you sitting here worried about body count, and you ain't been to the doctor since you got a physical in high school. And you thought you was gonna join.
Leo doesn't need to be tested though, Shani, because he's not sleeping with anybody.
My point exactly. So these conversations is just weird. And then with men, I hate how y'all like portray yourselves as these like super hyper sexual beings, but then y'all say like y'all be disgusted by, at the same time y'all be disgusted by women and having relations with them. That don't make sense to me. Why are you even having relations in the first place? You don't want women to have relations, so like who are y'all messing around with?
You just stated that I'm not getting any. I don't need any. I don't need to have any to be proud. I don't need zero.
Oh, you proud? I knew you was proud. Oh
yeah, we know this.
I'm proud of my body count.
And you're actively like proving my point on like why male loneliness is a solution, because y'all don't need to be around anybody. My thing is y'all love men so much. Go be in community with men. That's what I don't understand.
Would I get married and support someone and give them all my half of everything?
And that's the problem. You keep bringing it back. You keep.
Why do we only see humans as objects? You are not just a provider or a vessel you're not a parent. That's not what that is. It's this toxic relationship where men have thought that they were the parents and women were the children. And now that women have rights, or i.e. have turned 18 and they leave the house and never want to come back because the parents sucked, men are confused. You are not.
They're like, why won't my woman appliance behave the way I want it to?
If you've been in a relationship with women, you know women behave like they're little kids.
What?
And that's well. How are you?
Wait. What? Women behave like little kids?
What verse? What chapter is that? What religion taught you that?
Christianity, probably.
But he's got to give me a verse in a chapter, right? If you study the Bible to say the way you do, where did it say that women behave as children?
Leo ain't read the Bible a day in his fucking life.
They never have. The most serious religious people I find have never read the Bible.
Huh?
Did y'all just hear him though? He basically.
You should submit to your man.
But answer the question, Leo. What verse is that? What verse and chapter says women behave like children? You said if you live religious.
But there is a verse for women to submit to men.
Leo, I have some news for you. I actually do submit to my man, but that's a different conversation.
Nobody wants to be submit from you, Therese. You have like a body. You submit to 100 men. What's the point?
Oh, no, I don't submit to all of them. This particular one I happen to submit, because he's a top.
I just want to point out how disingenuous it is to quote a book and you can't quote where you got that from. You just use that book to talk down to people.
Nope.
That's very unreligious. That's
I've
very
never
unchristian.
brought my Christianity into play here.
You literally just said if you deal with a religious woman, then they behave like children. And you.
I did not say religious women. I said most women. If you've been in a relationship with a woman, you do know that most women behave like children.
Oh, gotcha.
So clearly you've never been in a relationship with a woman. Like, I think that's exactly what BBG was saying. You talk about these things not from a real life, a real world standpoint. You talk about them from this make-believe standpoint that you've heard other men talk. Hold on, Leo. You talk about women based on, it's a composite sketch of what you heard other men say about women, right? You've never been in a relationship with a woman. How do women act like children in a relationship? Go.
Asking you for everything, asking you.
I'm asking you for any fucking example of what that looks like.
When a woman behaves like kids.
Why are you stalling? You know what the fuck I'm asking you. Answer the question.
All right. Okay. Has your woman ever asked you for your advice, public offender?
Of course.
Has she taken your advice?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. I just don't want to say anything.
Because you don't have anything. Because you don't know what it looks like.
How is that behaving like a child, though, asking for advice?
Asking for advice, asking for money, asking for everything, Therese.
How is asking for advice? Adults ask for advice all the time. I'll repeat the question. How is asking for advice behaving like a child?
Oh, I get it. Because
CEOs ask for advice.
Wait, I get it. He's right. Because men don't ask for advice. The women give men advice, though, that they need.
They don't take it.
Men don't take it, or they secretly take it and then take credit for it themselves.
Yeah.
That's okay. So that's not acting like a child. That's acting like a man. But when
did y'all hear him bring up women asking men for money?
Yeah.
So why are you positioning yourself as a traditional man? You don't want to open up your purse.
Exactly. Because either you're a traditional man or not, hon.
Because you up here infantilizing women the way you are, that's also a huge red flag. And that's one thing I don't like too much about like traditional men. Like y'all do treat women as children, and it's weird. And y'all don't get it that it's weird.
Let me read these real quick. Ann said, why this shit not coming up? We'll get back to that one. Nigel said, whole life or no life. BW said, if women are being called dirty and damaged by having more contact with men, wouldn't that make men the actual dirty ones? Put this on Leo's head. That got 15 on that boy's head, by the way. Teresa said, Leo didn't take sex ed. He took abstinence only. I don't think he took.
And you don't think that it's child behavior, like with the way they are acting? No. Like you see the comments? You see the comments?
You don't think it's childlike that y'all have traditional ideas and you can't actually even live up to your own traditional standards? Because now that I think about it, the last guy said the same exact thing. Yep. When public asked him, what are your traditional ideas? Okay, I'm a provider. What do you provide? I'm providing a roof. Okay, so how much money do you need to be making? It's not about money. Why is it all of a sudden when you start to actually have to do the tradition, when you have to provide the things, now all of a sudden y'all turn, you say that you have to provide a roof, and then when somebody asks, well, what can you provide? Y'all turn into easy eat. Now y'all, everybody,
None of you guys are
all the rules across the land have become either free or non-existent when it's time for y'all to actually follow through on the thing that you said that you would have to do. And it calls into question, do you even really believe in the tradition? Because if you want to be the traditional man and provide and protect and all of those things, but the only way that you protect is by holding a woman hostage, and the only thing that you can provide is your character. Then what is it? What exactly is the tradition? You're not upholding the tradition.
I think they forget that we pay more bills now than we ever have in the history of the world. Like, providing ain't just paying rent, going grocery shopping, and coming home. You got phone, you got Wi-Fi, car insurance, health, whatever else the case may be. If you can provide for a whole household, that's a lot of stuff to say that you're going to provide for. And the average man doesn't have the what he needs to do that. And that's okay, but they still want all of the traditional control. They still want all of the traditional hierarchy of being above women. And it's just strange. I don't know.
It makes sense when you in the code. The code, that's what the code tells you. The code tells you you deserve that. Hold on. Anna said kids have bad hygiene, can't cook or clean, no EQ. And she said, sounds familiar. Sounds like me. Amanda said on Leo's head, that's 20 on Leo's head. Allie said, go pop the Bucci cat, Leo. I swear it's fun. Oh man. Amanda said, Leo has never had to write an essay in the shows. Jesus Christ. Wicked work.
I think these guys like Leo, they just have I think they're masochists. They just like to come up here and they know how they're going to be received, and they just like to be
humiliated.
Yeah, humiliated. I think it's a kink of theirs, because they'll stay here as much as they bemoan like us, horrible slutty women who they don't respect and don't want to talk to. They stay up here a very long time and talk to us.
I think they like you.
I'm talking to you like offender to these. You guys are just guests. I'm talking.
You guys are just guests. I'm
you
talking
asked
to the
us
man.
our body count.
You literally asked us our
We're
body
good
count.
friends. We know each other well.
We're buddies. Yeah, I know that
you are crazy. Don't ever downplay our friendship like that. Because you asked what our body count was. We've been on roller coasters together. We know about your experience with sandbags. We are friends. Your tree is my tree.
We've been on a journey, BPG. We've all gone on a journey together.
We have. That's not fair. We mean much more to you than that.
Yes, we have a very intimate relationship, Leo. Very intimate.
I don't care.
Now you don't care? That's crazy.
You cared a lot about my life when you were asking me all kinds of personal questions a few minutes ago.
I asked the questions from the chat.
You asked me my body count, literally directly. You asked me my body count. That's not a personal question. That's pretty personal, sir.
That's pretty intimate if you ask me.
Yeah, that's a pretty intimate question. Yeah, we are in very intimate terms, Leo.
You guys are bonded, actually.
Yeah,
and you care deeply about my man. You said you felt bad for him. And I appreciate that. I feel bad for him some days. I think that's great. I'm gonna make sure I tell him too tonight.
Put it like this, right? Why would a man sacrifice working 2 jobs or making
2 jobs?
400,000.
In order for you to
who worked 2 jobs and make 400,000? Leo, who works 2 jobs to make $400,000? What?
That's what my guy does.
Do you live in the real world? Huh? So what?
I work 2 jobs to make 400,000 a year.
You don't make no $400,000 a year. Shut up.
You see the level, just on the level. This is because this is just a game. For me,
you said you had a company earlier.
Of course I did. I just don't want to say
that's
that.
That's not working 2 jobs. No, you already said that information, Leo. That's not working 2 jobs. That's owning a company.
It's a job, APG.
Leo.
That's not the same thing.
Are you paid on a W-2 or 1099? Do you know what those are?
Of course I know what those are.
What do you send your clients? Where do you send it?
I won't give any information out.
You couldn't answer that W2. You couldn't answer that W2 1099 question.
Yeah, there's no personal information involved.
That's the gag of the day.
It only choose deductions directly with the employer.
Say again.
Please.
Say again.
99. 1099 is directly is a contract with the employer. 1099, you can include the deductions or whatever you spend on the 1099 compared
So you are
we didn't ask you to Google it. We asked you which one did you send it.
I didn't Google that. I just automatically.
I know you didn't Google that. I know you.
But
did,
if you own a company, you wouldn't be on, unless you were paying yourself a salary, you wouldn't be on either.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean
I could be wrong, but if I own a company, unless I pay myself a salary out of the company's earnings, I wouldn't be on either. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
Okay, so just checking. You could have just said I'm not either. So the truth is here, like most men who come up on public's lives, is you're lying. And that's okay. Because you would have just said no.
Leo, wait, hold on, Leo. How old are you? Out of curiosity, your picture, you look really young in there. How old are you?
That picture is young, but I had to change my picture because people are very
I ain't nobody want to stalk you. I just want to hold you.
I'm 29.
You don't make $400,000. Please stop lying.
So I still haven't gotten an answer. So the answer, if you're not paying a 1099 or a W-2, would be neither. Because if you're a business owner, you would just take profits from the business. Do you have an LLC or do you an S corp? You know what?
He got an imagination, and that's good enough. Let me read this. Eat Pray Yoga said, "How old is Leo? He sounds very immature." How old is Leo? He sounds very immature. He's immature, but I don't think it's because of his age. I think it's just because he's immature. Yeah, he's 29. I could believe it. Damn, bro. Okay. This is crazy. This is wicked work. Wicked work.
I mean, I wanted to point out he's active, like I said before, he's actively proving the point on like why the prompt is correct, because you keep bringing the conversation back to like romantic relationships. You say you have all this disdain for women, but then you turn around and say like you always bring it back to women. Like I brought up the whole point of like men need to like build community with one another. Like that's what y'all need to start off with first. But no, you completely like disregarded that, and you just kept bringing up traditional women being married to women, having kids, like y'all having no purpose outside of y'all upholding patriarchy. And I think the first step to solving this alleged male loneliness epidemic is y'all divesting from the patriarchy and unpacking all that damn misogyny that y'all be spewing. Yep. And figure out what your identity is outside of patriarchy. I think that's the first step to solving this problem.
I'm still waiting for an answer to my tax question.
Therese, come on. That man ain't about to answer the question. You can ask him all you want to. He ain't gonna answer the question.
Oh, I know he isn't anything. I'm actually a corporate tax professional, so I'm doing it right now as these people are muted. Just sitting here doing tax shit.
Hey, look, you had me questioning my accounting degree for a second. I'm like, I know I studied this. I know this is tax 101. I just know it was.
You were correct.
Amanda, are you there? All right. I'm about to rotate the man. I got a lot of people in this thing real quick. Let's see.
If you drop me, go ahead.
All right, Therese. Chris, are you there?
Oh shit! Sorry.
You okay?
I didn't mean to do that, Pub.
You okay?
Nice to meet you. Can you drop me?
Yeah, you're good. Let's see. See what we got going on in this thing.
How's it feel?
Lachey was good.
No, exactly the same. Yeah, it always does.
Killing Rick Fine is just the beginning for Rick, because now the rest of his life can begin.
What movie
is Rick now that his vengeance is not there anymore? Can Rick be?
I don't know what movie that was.
I don't think they knew they were on.
Nah, they didn't know.
His vengeance.
What movie? What was that?
But ain't nobody want to do that shit, so now I gotta take the shit and I gotta make sure these motherfuckers.
High priestess.
I don't give a fuck about this life.
High priestess.
I am done. I don't have no more in me to go.
High priestess. Are you there? I'm gonna start warning people before I bring them up. Hey, I'm about to bring you.
We just heard you.
I'm about to bring you up, Amanda. Be prepared. I'm bringing you up, Amanda.
Well,
Hey, what's going on? They said, don't give up, girl.
I've been listening for a while, and it's so fascinating when people say that, listen, Pub, I know that you've educated yourself and you have done a really good job, but when men like Leo say, I've educated myself on the internet, and then come up and show their whole ass, like, so what happens when you go to like a university and have to actually study things is that you have a professional who's done the work, checking your work to make sure that you're understanding the concepts that you're learning, and you're not just going on YouTube and like believing the first link that you click on, and then you have to like turn around and like, you know, give in homework that shows that you understand what they're talking about. And so like that is why, Leo, education is important, so that you don't come up here and sound, you know, like you sound. In terms of the male loneliness epidemic, though, I mean, like, I do feel bad for guys, because for some men, I don't know. I want to say it's not their fault, because the patriarchy has set up a system in which men can't like be vulnerable with others.
That's true.
So they can't like have deep and meaningful relationships if you can't be vulnerable with.
They can, but they don't. They're choosing not to still, though. But yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
At what age? At what age do you say, nah, you too old to still not be?
25. Once the frontal.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I definitely feel for like younger 20-year-old men, boys. I still consider them to be boys. I do.
It's still like 27 for men, though. It's really not like that. 25 is a number we assume for the
general.
Yeah, but it's really 27, 28. It should give us a little longer. We still working on that.
But you gotta be on the path, though.
I'm really saying that the frontal lobe don't just reach 25 and it turns on like a light switch.
No, yeah, it takes a while for it to settle. That shit like Jello. The shit gotta you gotta put it in the fridge and give it 24 hours before the shit, you know what I'm saying, before it becomes firm. But yeah.
It can even be later depending on what you went through growing up. That development cycle can be delayed a lot.
True.
Absolutely, but I do think that once you're in your mid-20s and you're out of like your childhood situation, you can turn around and start like parenting yourself, reflecting on everything that your parents might have done that was wrong. Maybe you go through like a period where you're angry at them and blaming other people, but eventually you got to come around and be like, okay, so what am I accountable for in fixing myself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to be on the path. Like you know what I mean? You got to be on the path. You have to, like, earlier than fucking 28 years old. Like, that's old as fuck. Frontal lobe be damned. Definitely. I'm like, that's a little crazy. But yeah, Leo got an issue, man. You all right, Leo? You still there, brother? Oh, Leo done ducked off. There he goes.
I'm just listening.
He in the corner holding it, so.
No, I'm rather rational. BPG and what was the other one?
I don't know the other one. Thanks, Therese. I'm about to get everybody up here real quick so I could. So I want to make sure everybody get a chance. Go ahead. What up, Strong Bite? Strong Bite, what's good with you?
Hey, I'm gonna be quick because I don't want to get the live band. I think Leo was on here, it was like a few months back, and he sounded like Chat GPT because he said the same shit over and over. Like, he has a script and he sticks to it. Like the information is very limited. But I just wanted to say, for people like Leo, the basement dwellers like him, mouth breathers like him, dry peen havers like him, you need to stay far away from women. Like, you don't even need to look in a woman's direction. May your peen stay dry. May you live out the rest of your days in the basement. And not for nothing, you know what killed me, analyzed me about men like Leo? Is y'all be doing all this big talking about women body counts and all this shit. Y'all don't be having no money. And they be like, money ain't everything. But I feel like this. A broke nigga can't come up here and read me.
Leo, how long you been living with your mom? You still live with your mom now?
Sprinkle, Mr.
Huh? I didn't hear you say what?
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle, he said. But I remember you told me, I think you told me he lived with his mom before.
My mom. You guys like to do the insults, right? He loves you.
I think
Hold up. You just call me a mouth breather.
I called you a mouth breather.
That's an insult. Living with your mom ain't an insult.
Having ass bitch. Yes. You don't need access to women. I actually worry about women around you because you sound like a sociopath. Like you sound like it would not be safe, and I'm being for real. Like I'm gonna take the fun out of my voice because you don't sound like a safe person. You sound like somebody that we need to warn women against. So put your regular picture back up there so we can see what the fuck you look like, so we know to tell people to stay away from you.
You shouldn't give that advice to make other women feel lonely.
What?
You should not give that advice to make other women feel lonely.
Lonely from you? Sir, you provide as much as this ditch over here half full of water. You provide nothing.
Who's gonna sacrifice their 401k and RA account for someone like? I'm pretty sure you're what, 30, 34? Give or take?
What's your point?
What would I spend money on a strong,
What's your point?
independent woman, right? It comes like that of the insults. You're protecting women. Other women
I'm glad you said that because my husband sends his whole check to me, to our bank account. I get the whole check, baby. So while you sitting up here talking about who finna provide for a strong, independent woman, a man who want to, a man who eats it from the bite, that kind of man.
So I ask you, what do you do for your man to deserve that paycheck? What do you do for your man?
What do you mean? I exist. And it is funny that you asked, because his mom asked the other day, he did something for me, and she said, well, what did you do to make him? I said, I exist. That man love my dirty drawers. I exist, okay? And that's enough for him.
See, what do you have? Do you take care for your kids? Do you have boom boom every single night? What do you provide for your husband to bring
every night? You niggas got ED.
Honey, I listen. This is how you can tell people
Raise
like
boom
Leo
boom
ain't never had nobody because true partnership isn't about what you can always give. Sometimes it's you just being there for a person. Sometimes people don't need poom poom every night. This man don't even ask me to cook for him.
He didn't say poom poom. That would have been acceptable. He said boom boom. Boom boom diabolical. Poom poom I can rock with poom poom.
But here's the thing. I ain't taking advice from nobody with a pocketbook like mine. Why would I take advice from somebody who got a pocketbook like me?
I think y'all should know that, Leo. Boom boom on purpose. Boom boom is one thing.
Yeah, ain't nobody taking advice from no Leo.
Oh no.
Just like
I can't stand.
And Boochie Cat is Boochie Cat.
That's your play money, Miss Strong Lady, Miss Rich Woman, Miss Pocket Woman.
Miss Pocket Woman, yes.
500 index. With some.
Hey Leo, I feel like when you talking to her, you was doing like this. Is that? You was like Miss Pocket Lady.
Miss Pocket Lady. Miss rolling his neck public.
That's what I feel like he just. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's what you did. The energy felt like that though. Like I can't. You on the phone. The energy felt like Miss Honey Bear, Sugar Daddy. There was a lot of that.
I just realized who his voice sounds like. It just came on like a light bulb. I don't know if y'all remember. I can't remember this dude. That dude Leguizamo's first name, but him, Spike Lee, and my man's who played in Ghost. They did that movie.
Tu Wong Fu.
Tu Wong Fu.
Oh yeah, that movie. John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo.
Yeah, John Leguizamo. I never remember his first name, but he sounds like John Leguizamo in Tu Wong Fu. And I kept trying to figure out, like, What is it?
Hey, 2 on Food is a dope movie though, low key. Though I know that. Hey, I know they tried to shade them in for doing that. I like 2 on Food. I thought it was a great movie.
I'm gonna call my sister because we say that all the time. Oh my God, Maxine, but that little Latin boy in drag is crying. What's that little Latin boy in drag crying? But public say it all the time. A man gonna be your biggest op. Because why would it bother you? Why would it bother you that a woman is being taken care of? Like, why would that bother you?
That's why these niggas. Hey, hey, that's why. That's why these. Hey, that's why the men be crashing out over Travis Hunter and his fiance. They can't stand that it's a man out here that like his woman. Like, that's the craziest shit. I'm sitting there like, y'all really mad? Y'all really trying to break these kids up because he like his girl? Like, that's all I'm getting from this. He like, no, I don't even care. I like my woman. They like, nah, we can't have that. She gonna leave you. She gonna steal all your money. I was like, what the fuck?
No, I ain't gonna lie, Pub. Announcing to the world that he wasn't her type, I thought that was a little corny.
Did you hear why she said that?
I did see later why she said it. I did get more context.
She was running cover for this nigga, and she was willing to jump on to jump on that grenade for him whole time. The reason why was because that nigga was cheating, or he was trying to cheat.
The only way it was heard as, because everybody sees him and sees like an unattractive male. What we heard was because I say
he ugly,
yeah, that's what we heard.
Yep.
It's like if that was the case, you shouldn't have said that. But if he was a cheater, she might be the one in danger. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all over here worried about her. I mean, worried about him. It's her we should be worried about. Like, what are we talking about, bro? But hey,
they're not actually mad at that part. Or at least Leo's not. Leo's mad not because that you're being taken care of. It's because you got taken care of after being a strong, independent woman, right? And women had to be strong and independent as a strength hold when they were allowed to own property and do things as free, independent beings. And men have a disdain for that or a discomfort with that because how could you? Mm-hmm. How could you not be dependent on us anymore? Who told you to leave Mass's land and go take care of yourself?
Carlos said nobody cares about men's mental health, and don't. The reason why I don't care about men's mental health is because, and when I say that, I care about everybody's health in general, but I'm saying I don't fall. I know what that means. I know what men are really trying to do and trying to say. Men don't care about men's mental health. Men don't care about men's mental health. Huh?
That's what I'm here. I care about men's mental health.
No, you don't. You don't care.
Also don't care.
You don't care about your own mental health, Leo.
That's so good, bro.
And you don't care about intrinsic value because the first thing you go to is what are you tangibly doing for your husband when you don't even realize that the intrinsic value that a woman provides is far greater than physical acts.
No,
you see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I can tell. No. That's how I can tell you still don't humanize women. You still haven't humanized women.
That's what it is. Men need
Sir, Leo, mouth breather. I'll tell you the other night, my husband sat there and told me with tears in his eyes that I am solely the reason that he is still alive and that he still has a will to work, to prosper, to do better in life, that I have poured so much into him, that I and the kids are the reason why he does what he does. And he is grateful to me for the life that he now has as a result of us meeting. Who can replace that?
Man, how's it going?
It's going good. Hey, Ali said Leo could.
I wasn't even trying to be up here, man. You kind of invited me. I'm sorry.
I did.
I can't really talk that much right now.
Oh, okay. That's fine. If you at work, I get you.
For like 10 minutes. Give me like 10 or 15 minutes and I'll come back up.
Okay. Bet. Ali said Leo couldn't smell my twerk win.
He must have smelled that. Trust me.
What'd you say? Richie and P said You don't get it. Serving his family is his purpose. That's what he's saying.
Because you serve the family, not the woman. You serve the family, right?
Men don't serve their family, bro. Generally speaking, I'm not saying no man does, but men don't serve their families. They don't serve women. They don't serve kids. They serve themselves. Like, I'm tired of, like, that's the thing that's so annoying when I had these conversations, how often men just lie about that and act like they're so selfless and so self-sacrificing. If men were actually that, these problems wouldn't exist. Because what do you think the disconnect is? You think women are just like making all of this shit up? They're just delusional and they're just making all this shit up.
Women also have the fault. Why are we just blaming men?
You said what? Women also have what?
It's everybody's fault. It's not men's
fault. It can't be everybody's fault, sir. I hate that. That's such a cop-out. It's not everybody's fault.
So you don't think women being on social media, on Instagram and Facebook,
men are on social media too?
It's not a problem?
No, I don't think so. I think so. The reason why you guys hate women on social media is not because they're on here twerking, because you be liking the twerk videos. The reason why you don't like women on here is because they come in spaces like this and they tell on y'all and they support each other. And that's what y'all hate. That's why you the man. You was on that board. You was a man. You was the type of man when they was making women's clothes and they was like, don't get him broads, no pockets. You that man. Like they shouldn't be able to sneak stuff around the house. Like that's the type of man you are. Like, you don't want women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the man that's in Afghanistan or in Afghanistan talking about women can't fucking have female friends, and in Iraq and shit where women can't whisper to each other and shit. Like,
friends too. What are you talking about now?
What'd you say?
I wouldn't like to have my wife have guy friends. For what?
You wouldn't like your wife to have guy friends? Why not? Why are you that insecure? Nia, sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta stop. Auntie Olympic said on Leo because he cashes his checks at 7-Eleven. Why y'all keep coming up and keep dropping? That shit is weird. Y'all keep coming up and keep dropping. Like, what the fuck? Do y'all not mean to come up? Maybe y'all don't mean to come up. Yeah, Leo, very, very problematic, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, you just don't like that women can talk to each other and they can, have a community with one another. Cash Me Outside said, Leo, right hand strong as fuck.
There's so many linears in like the treatment of black people in this country and slavery and the way that men have treated women in the same concept. Like there's so many linears in the arguments. Like that's all I can hear this entire argument. I can't go between each layer, but it's exactly the same. They'll tell you, we'll say that white people have oppressed black people in this country.
No, it's the same shit.
But black people are contributing to it. But look what they're doing. Look at the behavior.
Everybody's wrong, bro. Everybody's wrong, bro.
Yeah. But speak to that real quick about the pockets, because a lot of men don't even know the oppression surrounding that, and why for a long time women didn't have pockets, which is why women get so happy when we have a dress for a formal occasion and it just so happens to have pockets. We get excited because that was another way for men to oppress fucking women so they wouldn't have their own stuff.
Yep.
Y'all are the biggest ops.
Biggest. There go the link, y'all. Haley said, Def need to do a prompt on men's mental health. This is a prompt on men's mental health. This is as close as I'm gonna get to doing a prompt on men's mental health. The other prompt I got, somebody gave me on YouTube. I just never ran it. It was men's mental health didn't matter until feminism, which is a really good prompt too.
Can I say something strong? You should have your own TikTok.
She does. She has her own TikTok.
I do, but public, the only one who got patience to argue with you niggas all day. I don't have any, and I would be getting flagged every other day. Y'all wouldn't let me be great, so I come over here.
All right, Marcia.
We're gonna make TikTok great again, strong. We're gonna make TikTok great again.
They got 32 on Leo's head. Eat, Pray, Yoga said, how old is Leo? Oh, Paris said, they want the link in the chat pub. Okay, this on Leo. Oh, damn. They got 34 on Leo's head. Y'all been inching. Who the op in the comments? Y'all let me know so I can call them out. Who yapping? Oh, internet troll? No. That's that guy. That's that weird guy. That's that weird guy that created 90,000 profiles to come in here to troll me. So.
Oh, Rachel?
No, not Rachel. It's no on YouTube. It's a dude that followed me around on YouTube.
Oh, the one on the ventilator?
I don't know. Is he on the ventilator?
Sentient fetus?
Yeah, sentient fetus. Yeah.
That nigga, he bad bound.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bad bound. He on some kind of BiPAP or something like that because you can hear it in the background. I got an ear for that. I said, is he on a ventilator? Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Damn. His teeth look like he is for sure. Like he look like he down bad. No, like no cap. Like I ain't even playing.
Kay, please.
Kay just keeping it a bean. Damn, this crazy, man. All right. Where we at with it, man? As we finish, is we done? I got another I got other prompts to roll, man. Actually, I gotta go. So I gotta pick up my baby in 30 minutes. Go where to go make the money?
I don't know. You were gonna go to make more money, right?
No, I gotta go pick up my baby. Yeah. I gotta go in like 30 minutes though. I got 30 minutes. I'll ride out the last 30 with you. You know what I'm saying?
Real kids, not hypothetical kids.
Listen, he's a real man. What can I say? He did what he needed to do, and that's for his kids and his family.
You better flirt with Purple.
That's cute. Madam Speaker was good with it.
Yeah, I don't mean to be up here, but I always listen, and they always lying.
Them niggas, they be lying through their motherfucking raggedy ass.
Every single time.
Shit crazy.
All right, you can drive.
Appreciate you. We did it, Joe. They got him up out of here, man. It took a while, but it happened. Damn, that was fun. Damn, see, they keep coming up and they keep dropping. I'm not dropping them. TikTok ain't dropping them.
They got rid of Chi-Chi.
Where Chi-Chi at?
They got rid of Chi-Chi.
What you mean?
He was just up here.
No, that was LJ. Somebody named LJ.
No, I'm talking about Leo.
Oh, Leo. 6 figures finished that man off. This is why Rose didn't let Leo on the door. Empowers was good with you. Empowers was good.
I definitely did. I'm driving, so I wasn't even touching my phone.
You good.
All right.
All right, man. Hey, look, you know what? Fuck it.
I'm going to play with my real kids.
All right, Kay. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all coming up. We made it. We did it, Joe. I love it, man. That was fun. Shout out to the best minds in the business. Where's C Dave? I don't know where C Dave at. C Dave was crashing out in the comments last night after he got kicked out. That boy was tripping. Oh, I didn't do it yesterday. I only did it for Stephanie because I couldn't find you. There you go. Yeah, man. Shout out to the best minds in the business. All the super chatters. I appreciate y'all. Delight, Teresa, Bun Mistress, Metal Kisses, Reese Skyler, Tia, Invincible, to Nigel, BW, Eat Pray Yoga, Marsha P, and Paris, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Shit's been real, man. Are you not entertained? Bang the cash out one time on the way out, $1 a do. Appreciate you, Kimberly. She beat me to it already. I love that stuff. Or you could just gift. You know what I'm saying? Get some Panther paws, man. Let's finish it out strong. I might spin the block later. I might not. I don't know. I got things to do. I might spin the block. I might not. My wife about to be off, man. Baby's about to be on vacation. It's about to get lovely around here. Christmas is around the corner. What y'all got going? Who making tamales? Who making hot cocoa? Leo said he'll always be there, man. I appreciate you, Leo, man. It's all love for me. High Priestess, I let you up. You was in the back. I thought something was going on with you, baby. Shit, I was about to do a wellness check on you. You was about to, I like, goddamn. Somebody told you, don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Oh, that was cute. Look at that. That was cute, Leo. I appreciate you, brother. Akiko, appreciate you. Y'all watching Polar Express? That's what it do. Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas. Best Christmas movie of all time. Friday After Next. That's number one. Number two, Nightmare Before Christmas. I like Nightmare Before Christmas because it's a Christmas and it's a Halloween movie. I watch it on both days. Don't matter to me. Friday After Next, number one. Die Hard, it's up there. It's top 5. It ain't number 1 or 2, though. It ain't number 1 or 2. Die Hard up there, though. Home Alone, Home Alone probably number 3. Put Home Alone 1 and 2 because they pretty much the same movie. Home Alone 1 and 2 tied for the number 3 spot. But you got to give me the shoulder shimmy on biracial. I need the biracials. I need the biracial to come up though. I can only do it when the music playing. This Christmas, A Christmas Story. I don't know. I did watch Red One. That shit weak. The Rock trash, man. My baby liked that shit though. He liked The Rock. Which Grinch? The OG Grinch or the one with what's his name in it? Which Grinch we talking about? Jim Carrey Grinch. Solid. Yeah, I watched Carry On. Yep. Violent Night. You speaking my language. Hold on. Who said that? Hey, Steph Sneeze. Hey, you speaking my language. I like the violence. I like violent movies. Yeah, Jim did that. I like Violent Night. That's a good one. That's with old boy from my show on Netflix, Stranger Things. That's Jim. That's Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a little violence on Christmas. It balances it out. It's like when you got to get something sweet after you eat, you got to get you a little something sweet. That's what the violence is on Christmas. Get all nice and cozy. Nah, Jim Carrey killed it. We about to go watch Sonic the Hedgehog too. Actually, we gonna watch what we about to watch tomorrow? Lion King. We watching Lion King tomorrow. What I say? Siren don't like Christmas. She a goddamn Grinch. Oh shit. What about that movie? Oh my God, what is it called? Scrooged. Scrooged is the shit. Also, I like The Family Man starring Nicolas Cage. Scrooge is starring what's my guy? Funny Man, Bill Murray. Scrooge is Bill Murray. And Nicolas Cage. Oh my God. Family Man is the shit. Family Man is the shit. Don Cheadle. Oh my God. I love it. Elf is solid. Yeah, Elf is solid. I couldn't get through Krampus. I think I got through like 45, maybe like an hour. I didn't want to finish the last 30 minutes of it. I was like, I'm done. Oh, trading. PR. Trading Places is the shit. Yeah, see, you going to always get, E. Marie, y'all always going to get me with the 80s movies. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of the funniest. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of the funniest movies ever made. Trading Places might be the funniest movie ever. I got a controversial take. I think Trading Places is Eddie Murphy's best movie. I think Trading Places is his best movie. To me, Trading Places is his best movie. Nah, I don't do Adam Sandler. You talking about the whatever 7 Nights of Hanukkah or whatever, 8 Crazy Nights? It was cool. Well, my shit. Oh shit. Okay. Well, hey, guess what? My wife gonna go pick up my baby, so I ain't even gotta leave. Bad Santa is hilarious. Oh my God. Hold on, we gotta make a list. Coming to America. Yeah, you get out at 1:30, man. Coming to America is it's not as good because the message isn't as good. The man think Trading Places is real life. Like it was a movie, but think of like more people can relate to Trading Places. Like that's a real fucking, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that storyline is bananas. That storyline is bananas. Like Coming to America is funny. You know what I mean? But like it wasn't I don't think it was a better movie though. Training Day is a Christmas movie? That's another thing too, Miss Lala. The patriarchy is crazy in Coming to America. The Trading Places is crazy. That shit is perfect. Dan Aykroyd. What's my girl name? What's her name? Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis, Dan Aykroyd. You can't go wrong. Not the Dukes brothers in there. Mortimer. Hey, what about the time when they was in the bathroom and that nigga said he was like, you think I would let a nigga run our company? that nigga, Eddie was on the toilet and his eyes did like he said, don't be stupid. You think I would ever let a nigga run our company? Nigga, that shit is so funny, man. Christmas with the Cranks. I'm trying to remember the cast. I've seen it before. I don't remember the cast. I've seen too many fucking movies. Yeah, Family Man is the shit, man. Family Man is the shit. Family Man made me cry every time. Tim Allen, yeah. Yep. Cyrus said she only liked Friday and the Grinch. That's crazy. I love Friday After Next. I'm going to watch 3 movies for Christmas. I'm going to do Friday After Next. We're going to do Home Alone because I think my baby will like Home Alone. I think he can fuck with it. Tim Allen is a Trump fan. He a weirdo. Yeah, Friday After Next is easily the best Christmas movie ever, though. I've seen Spirited. Yeah, with the horse. Yeah. Oh no, that's yeah, Spirit is with the horse, right? I like all the Fridays. What the fuck? I'm black. I'm a real nigga. I don't know if y'all know that about me. I only do black people shit. I have nigga thoughts. Like, I don't know. Oh my goodness. It'll be dope if we could do a group watch like they had on Netflix a few years ago. Yeah, that'd be cool. Who your favorite character in Friday After Next? Who had the first of all, I know every line in Friday After Next. And I quote every line in it throughout my life. Money Mike had the funniest lines. Man, he was. I don't know. I think Day Day had the funniest line. Miss Burley. Hey, Miss Burley lines was funny as shit. Yeah, Damon, move. I remember how she walked in the house. She like slid in that motherfucker, man. That shit was so funny, man. She slid in the house with that nigga. That shit was crazy. I missed that, man. I'm gonna have to watch that shit. Now my wife picking up the kids. She picking up. She got out early today. She texted me while I was on the live. I communicated through the live. But I'm about to restart the live. That's why I'm just winding down. Oh, I can't restart the live. I can't. I gotta go. I forgot. Yeah. I have to go. Holy moly donut shop. Hey, remember when Pops walked in there and he said, "Give me 2 twisters and hold the flies." Oh my God, man. That shit was so funny. That nigga. Hey, after he slapped his mama and she had PTSD around the pot. That nigga Pop said, "My dick is bigger than yours." It was cold that night. I'm telling you, man, that shit. Hey, dude, that's the funniest. That Friday After Next so goddamn funny. What Ricky Smiley say? Ricky Smiley didn't even talk. He barely, what'd he say? That chase scene was probably the funniest scene in the whole movie, though. When they was chasing Ricky Smiley through the hood, that was probably the funniest part in the whole movie. Betty good, buddy. they like, hey, when Daddy got the right answer, he did like that. That shit was funny. Oh my God, man. That nigga said, "And I die for this." Hey, he was getting orientated. That nigga said, "And I die for this." I was like, what? Nigga didn't even have his shirt tucked in. Oh my God, man. That shit is so funny. Yeah, when he called the women on the corner of the mall, he was like, "You hoes are selling pussy." They was trying to remain calm, cool, and collected with him. Oh my goodness. Not them old ladies out there singing Christmas carols, and he went over there talking about they were selling vagina. I said, Day. Come on now. Then Craig come over there and said, "You can't be yelling at these old ass women." Nigga didn't help. He didn't help at all. He thought he was doing the right thing. He was like, "Man, you tripping. You can't be yelling at these old ass women." Thank you, Nancy. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. And I die for this. Thanks, Zeta. Oh my goodness. That nigga said, "You gotta, hey, remember when he talked, and then, I remember when he was tripping, and then like he like finished what he was saying to Craig, and then he just turned around and walked and stopped that car." Nigga said, "Wait, they don't love you like I love you." Come little whistle. Yeah, that shit was funny. Oh man, that shit. Yeah, I'm watching that shit. We gonna pray for these niggas. They started humming when they walked off. They had them church fans. They was like, Oh man, damn. What a great movie. I feel like I should because that shit is so funny. Oh man, that movie's so funny. It brings me so much joy. There's so many funny parts in there. Oh shit. Hey, remember when Craig told Day when they was walking out the house and Day said, they was getting in the car getting ready to go to work after they had just got approached by Damon, and that nigga said he gonna do something to us, or he gonna do something strange to us. And then Craig was like, he probably gonna do something to you. And then, but it made like that nigga Mike Epps had to. God, he was laughing. That shit was so funny. Them niggas break character in the movie, I be fucking rolling. Oh my goodness. Penelope asks, what movie is this now? I hate it here. Thanks, Penelope. You ruined the mood. Thanks a lot. It's Friday after next, Penelope. Friday after next. I'm just playing. It's Friday after next, ma'am. You was supposed to know what we was keying about. You went away and came out? Okay. I didn't know. I thought you was there. I was like, wait, you didn't know this whole time? What'd you say, Rogers? Stop lying. Yesterday you said you didn't care how shitty the woman is. What are you talking about, Rogers? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? I don't know what you speak of. Oh, I missed the thing. There you go, Rogers Clay. What you talking about? I don't know. I don't know if the OG Friday is the funniest one. It's up there though. It's up there. It could be. It just depends on what mood I'm in, but I can watch Friday after next. Because Bernie Mac is in that one. But Bernie Mac doesn't cancel out Money Mike. I think Money Mike's role was bigger and funnier than Bernie Mac's role. Bernie Mac is funnier than Cat Williams, but in that movie, I think for the sake of the movie, I think Cat Williams was actually funnier. Miss Parker is in the first one. There is that. If Bernie Mac would have been in it more, I think it would have made the movie funnier. Definitely. Also, Nia Long was in part 1. There's definitely more people in part 1 that I like, no doubt about it. Definitely more people I like in part 1. I pretty much like everybody in part 1. No, I like everybody in part 1 for the most part. Even the dude who played Hector, I like him. I like him. That wasn't in Friday, Allie, but this he came from How to Be a Player. That's when he came back and he said it was making him wheeze. he was going. Nigga Bernie Mac was so fucking stupid. That nigga said, hey, he came in the house. He was like, it smelled like Badussy in here. Nah, that's not Players Club. That's from How to Be a Player. That's when he caught. That was what's his name? Bill Bellamy was hunching on that lady in the back. Buster, his name was Buster. He came in. Bill Bellamy was hiding behind the couch. Players Club ain't slept on. Who's sleeping on Players Club? What you talking about? That's a crazy. Who's sleeping on Players Club, sir? Who we talking about here? When you say Players Club is slept on, who you talking about? What group of people you talking about? Because I don't know. Everybody I know like Players Club. I've never met a black person that did like that seen Players Club and was like, I don't like that shit that much. Every black person that watched Players Club, that shit is iconic. Nah, but Dissy didn't come from Players Club. It came from but Dissy came from How to Be a Player. The new black movie's not iconic. I don't watch new black movies. Name a new black movie. The new black movies be on Tubi and shit. I can't do it. I just be watching blockbuster new movies. I watch old movies and blockbuster new movies. That's it. The in between, Black Panther, a black movie. That shit. Yeah. The Blackening. That shit was funny. Oh, man. It wasn't that good, though. Is Get Out a black movie? The Blackening was funny. I liked it. Is Get Out a black movie? Nope. I see more yeses than no. I think Get Out might be a black movie. I think so. Because we quote it, like black people quote it. Like it is a part of like black culture. You know what I'm saying? Being in a sunken place, white people don't say that. That's us. That's our shit. We got that. Oh, I like Us too. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think about that movie, that's all black people shit. I don't know. I mean, white people watched it and they know it. It's a part of like just culture in general, but it ain't. I think that's a black movie though. I would say that's a black movie. Alice with Keke Palmer. I never seen that one. He looked like he voted for Obama twice. The Woman King wasn't that good. I wanted it to be better. It wasn't. Black culture always been mainstream culture though, Cyber. That's not a new phenomenon. It's always been. I didn't like it that much. I think it could have been better. Yeah. I think it could have been better. It was a good movie. I watched it. I watched it and I ain't watched it again. Look, I don't know how y'all judge movies. Nah, I won't say that. Because I only watched Get Out one time. I never watched Get Out again. And I love Get Out. So I was gonna say I usually judge movies because I got a habit of watching movies like over and over and over and over again because of my ADHD. Like I never went back and watched Woman King. Like I watched it and I was like, it's a good movie, but I haven't been one. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, man, oh shit, I gotta watch that shit. It wasn't like that. Bad Boys, I watched 1,000 times. Like, yeah, I didn't. Lovecraft Country I watched Lovecraft Country, I think 3 times. I watched every season 3 times already. I'm gonna wait. I be having that shit locked in, and then I can't wait till my baby get a little bit older, and then we can watch it again. So I'm gonna get to spin the block again. I'm gonna forget about it a lot. I ain't gonna remember what's going on. It's gonna be dope. I'm excited. I mean, it was only made to have 1 season though. Yeah, it was only made to have 1 season. That's the thing. I thought they canceled it too, but it was never made to go past 1 season. Undercover Brother, but that's an old movie though. It was a new black movie that's like worth watching. They canceled it? No, they didn't. They only had one season. I remember reading about it. They only had one season. Like they would have had to have made another season or something like that. And then something, it was ready to go. It wasn't like they had it and they canceled it. They didn't re-up. Yeah, the author didn't do a series. That's what I'm saying. It was only one. It was only supposed to be one. They would have had to like make the whole thing. You know, it's crazy. I'm gonna invite Mr. Big Love on this live. You know why? I'm mad at this. I'm disappointed in this gentleman. I hit my guy up. I told him let's do a little let's do a little couple little videos, a live or something like that. And that he left me on red and actually he responded and then he didn't read it back. I know, Savvy. Snailman 1618. No, thank you. Here, let's bring him up. Watch this, y'all.
Do you have any number behind your claims or college brings up claims that actually contradict official records?
Yep, it's the same guy. Yeah, Mr. Big Love with the velvet wave caps. Yep. I invited him. I told him let's do something, man. Let's do some videos or something. He said no, thank you. Well, he didn't say no. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna spin the block." I hit him up and I hit that dude VZ up or whatever his name is. I had caught him one time in Shan's live, one of Shan's lives, and I hit him on the back end. I was like, "Yo, bro, what's good, man? Like, let's link up." And then he was like, "I said, yeah, we on like opposite ends of the spectrum." And then he was like, "Oh, I checked out your content. I don't think," he was like, "We're not on opposite ends of the spectrum." Whoopty whoop whoop whoop. And then I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, sure, but to me, he is. Big shout out to the subscribers. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's facts, Ali. Definitely shout out to the subs. Is that Diddy's big cousin? Second cousin? Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna have to dip though. I gotta get up out of here. My cleaner's about to come in the room and do what they do. Appreciate y'all.